Pay in person or for automated pay by phone, call 1-844-718-0065.
We all knew it was coming, the season of ghosts and goblins and things that make you go, but it's the most fearful of all in football season. It's Friday, the 13th. No, it's worse. It's fall break. This is Murphy's Matchups with the guru of Tennessee high school football, Murphy Fair. Murphy's Matchups, made possible by Farm Bureau Insurance and your local Farm Bureau agent. And now the man who doesn't need a Halloween mask to scare up football games, Murphy Fair.
Thanks, Doug. In most parts of the volunteer state, I find that high school football fans have had a great selection of games to choose from, of picking games to consider attending up until this week. In the previous 8 weeks of high school football, there's been an average of 170 games each week for fans to consider. Not this week, however. Only 75 games appear on this week's schedule. It's fall break, folks. Fans have nearly 100 fewer games to consider watching this week. In East Tennessee, we'll start at 6A, where Jefferson County's Patriots sit atop Region 1 6A. They travel outside the region to battle with Farragut this week. I'm picking Jeffco to add another mark in the win column. By the way, that's a Thursday night game at Farragut. Dobbins-Bennett should win at William Blount. I think Bradley Central gets a big win. They travel to Red Bank down in Chattanooga. Oak Ridge entertains Bearden. I'm looking for Oak Ridge to win that one. And Maryville should be able to get past Cleveland, although I think that'll be a closer game than a lot of people might think. In 5A, Tennessee High visits Cocke County. I think the Vikings of Tennessee High win that one. Lenoir City should pick up a win. They travel to Heritage. Daniel Boone should win at home against Sevier County, and I think Morristown West gets a home win against David Crockett. In 4A, only a couple of games listed this week. Gibbs should win at Morristown East. That's a Thursday game as well. And Elizabethton should have no trouble getting a home win against Volunteer. In 3A, Kingston travels to McMinn Central. I'm picking Kingston in that one. Happy Valley should win at Cumberland Gap. Unicoi County should win. They're on the road at Claiborne. Alcoa should win at home against Scott High School. And I think Watertown over in Middle Tennessee gets a home win against Grundy County. 2A listings like 4A are also very thin this week with just 2 games on the schedule. South Green should win at Eagleton, and I think Meigs County wins at Polk County. In 1A, Unaka should win on the road. They're traveling to North Green. I think South Pittsburgh gets a win at Chattanooga Prep. I'm picking Lookout Valley to win at home against Copper Basin. Cloudland should win on the road at Cosby, and Wartburg gets a win at home against Sunbright.
Thanks, Murphy. In our next segment, we'll keep it in the East as Murphy travels to learn more about the winning program at Jefferson County. Murphy chats with head coach Spencer Riley. It's all straight ahead on Murphy's Matchups.
There's no shortage of icons in Big Orange Country, but perhaps none are more celebrated than Neyland Stadium's checkerboard end zones. Inspired by the checkered brick design atop Ayers Hall, the pattern first found its way to the end zone in 1964. Today, the checkerboards are a fitting tribute to the university's most iconic building and an ever-present reminder that the volunteer spirit never stops growing. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company and the official insurance of the Vols.
I love my community, and as a doting dad,
Daddy's home,
a devoted son,
there you are, Joe,
and a good neighbor.
Hey, man.
The people in my life are used to hearing my knock at the door. But as a law enforcement officer, I have to give news that people never expect. That's the one knock I always dread.
Booze it and lose it. A message from the Tennessee Highway Safety Office.
You're listening to Murphy's Matchups. Now the Guru talks with Jefferson County Patriots head coach Spencer Riley.
Spencer, you guys are off to a great start, and you told me earlier, before we started the interview, that kind of had a feeling this group of Patriots might be a special one.
Yeah, man. As we went through the summer and in fall camp, I told our kids, you got a chance to be special. We're a special group of kids. You're very talented. You bought in and you believe in what we're teaching and preaching. And, you know what I mean? So this senior class went 0-17, so they understand where we've been, and now they know where we're at and where we're going to try to go. We feel like we have a very solid football team, and we just keep playing hard competition this year, and we've had our fair luck of success for sure.
Spencer, you did the majority of your coaching at the college level for many years before you returned to your alum there at Jefferson County. What's the biggest single difference you've found in coaching 16 and 17-year-old guys as opposed to 19 and 20-year-old guys?
At the end of the day, the biggest difference is truly the age and the things that they all have the same type of problems, just more so in some different problems in college and in high school. But you're always going to have those family problems and crazy things that may happen inside the family with having a death or something like that, unexpected. For me, the biggest challenge is in getting to know my kids like I did as a position coach in college. It's been my biggest challenge in being the guy who runs the program. When I first got here, I struggled with that really bad because I had to be the disciplinarian as well. I felt like I was always the bad guy, and they never got to truly know Spencer Riley as a person who cares for them like they're bad.
Sure.
I think that has been my biggest thing that we've changed in over the last 3.5 years is I've made a commitment to getting to know those kids, getting to know our kids every day, and trying to check on them and ask them about their parents, ask them about their family. The biggest thing importantly is, hey, I tell each and every one of your kids every day I love them. So, I think that's the biggest thing for us is our kids know we're going to coach them hard, but they know we're going to love on them and be there to encourage them and help them and do anything they have going on in life.
At the high school level, it's much more personal, isn't it?
For sure it is.
Well, I appreciate you saying what you said. That's so important to me, and I tell coaches all the time, when I'm on the sideline watching a ball game, I'm watching how the coach interacts with his players as much, if not more, than I am watching the ball game, because it's that important to me at that level.
For sure. And there'll be times, when you're standing on their sideline, you're like, geez, these coaches are hard on them. Yeah, we're hard on them. But you know what? They know we love them at the end of the day. We're trying to get them to be the best they can be on Friday night as a football player. But most importantly, we want them to be great people. We're going to correct the problems and make sure they understand it's correction, not condemnation.
Well said, Spencer Riley. I appreciate those words so much, and I appreciate you giving me some time today to help share that with high school football fans all across the state. Good luck the rest of the season, okay?
Appreciate it, man. Go Patriots.
Jefferson County head coach Spencer Riley. The Patriots are 6-1 so far this season, with wins at Sevier County, Science Hill, Dobbins-Bennett, Morristown-Hamlin East, Morristown-Hamlin West, that took an overtime, and West Ridge. The Patriots are on the road this week as they face the Farragut Admirals. How does fall break look in Middle Tennessee? Murphy has the picture next. You're listening to Murphy's Matchups.
Huff and Puff Trucking is a proud supporter of Tennessee high school football. There is a special bond that Friday nights in the fall bring to a small town. We wish the best of luck to every team this season. Huff and Puff is a company that connects with its employees in the same way a football team connects with its own town. If you're a Class A CDL driver or a maintenance technician and want to learn more about our advantages of working at Huff and Puff Trucking, call us at 800-965-5033.
Starting to save for your future doesn't have to be difficult. Let Wilson Bank & Trust help tone up your financial goals this year. Our certificates of deposits or CDs can help your money work harder with our competitive rates, earning you more than ever before. WBT checking options allow you to earn rewards you can really use, like a high interest rate or cash back on check card purchases when you meet some e-banking qualifications. Visit your closest Wilson Bank & Trust office or online at wilsonbank.com to get started today. Member FDIC.
Murphy and Doug are here early tonight. Yeah, we've got a kickoff at 7, so you stay with us here at WBEJ Radio Sports for Volunteer at Elizabethton Football.
Don't let old tires affect your ability to get to the football games this fall. Get dependable new tires for your vehicle from Kevin Hayworth and the staff at Hayworth Tire Center, Valley Forge. Family owned and supporting local high school sports teams, Hayworth Tire always offers name brand quality tires, plus new brakes, front end alignment, shocks, and many other automotive services you need. Also get lifetime computer balancing and tire rotation with every tire purchase you make at Hayworth Tire, Highway 980 Valley Forge. Open weekdays 8 to 5 and Saturdays 8 to 1. Take advantage of steel promotions going on now through Halloween at Big John's Closeouts Elizabethton. Save $50 on the MS-250 chainsaw with 18-inch bar, now only $349.99. Also save $90 on the HT-105 pole pruner with a cutting height of up to 16 feet, on sale for $599.99. And take care of small projects around the house with the battery-operated GTA 26 pruner set for $149.99. A savings of $30. Big John's Closeouts, 238 East Elk Avenue, your Elizabethton steel dealer for sales, parts, and service.
You're listening to Murphy's Matchups. Give us 30 minutes each week, and we'll keep you up to date on the state of prep football in the Volunteer State. And now with his view for Middle Tennessee, Murphy Fair.
Thanks, Doug. We'll now take a look at Middle Tennessee games in 6A in Region 3. It's number 1 Oakland hosting the last place Coffee County. This one could get ugly with Oakland scoring at will. I'm picking the Patriots to win over the Red Raiders. Green Hill entertains Laverne. I'm picking Green Hill in that one. Cookeville should win. They play at Lincoln County, and I think Cookeville wins that one in Fayetteville. Mount Juliet should have no trouble winning at home against Lebanon, although I think that game could be a close one. Blackman visits Riverdale. The Kreisky Bowl has returned. Will Kreisky leads the charge at Riverdale, while twin brother Matt is the head football coach at Blackman. Riverdale likely would have scored a big win had this game been played in August, but Blackman has matured incredibly so since the start of the season. I still think, however, that Riverdale wins the game, but it should be a close one. Beach should win on the road at Siegel. Stewart's Creek should win at Smyrna. Gallatin needs a win at Wilson Central to remain in the hunt for a playoff bid. I think the Green Wave gets that one at Wilson Central this week. And finally in 6A, I'm picking Dixon County to win at home against Kenwood. Now in 5A, only 3 games on the list. Station Camp should win at home against Creekwood. I like Shelbyville to win at Lawrence County, and I'm picking Hendersonville to win at home against Portland. No games listed under the 4A heading, but in 3A, a couple of pretty good games there. Not this one, however. Community visits Giles County. In their first 6 games, Community's Vikings have scored only 62 points while giving up 326. This one could be the state's most one-sided game this week, with the Pulaski Bunch scoring often. Liberty Creek should win at Republic, and I think Upperman wins at White House. Now in 2A, Cannon County needs a win to stay in the playoff race. I'm picking them to win at Cascade. Eagleville should win at Loretta. I'm picking Monterey to win at home against Trousdale County. Look for Waverly to win at Hickman County. Smith County should pick up a home win against Westmoreland. And Richland should win on the road. They're playing at Summertown. Finally, in 1A in the Mid-State, I like Clay County to get a win at Red Boiling Springs. McEwen should pick up a victory. They host Perry County. I like Moore County to win easily at home against Huntland. And Collinwood should have no trouble at Potts Camp, Mississippi.
Thanks, Murphy. When we continue, we'll keep it in Middle Tennessee, as Murphy's sights are on Lynchburg and the Raiders of Moore County. Murphy chats with Coach Chris White. That's straight ahead on Murphy's Matchups.
Now, top excuses for not wearing a seatbelt, as told by guys in Tennessee.
Man, I get claustrophobic, though, you know?
That's not claustrophobia. That's safety.
I don't know, I get this rash.
Are you sure that's from a seatbelt?
I don't need one. I've got my airbag.
Seatbelts and airbags work together. Think teamwork. like sports.
Nobody tells me what to do in my vehicle.
Ever heard of stoplights or speed limits? There's really no good excuse for not wearing a seatbelt. Click it or ticket. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office.
Of the 26 letters in the alphabet, none makes an impact quite like the letter T. Coach Doug Dickey knew that when he put it on the Volunteers football helmets in 1964. And since then, it has evolved into one of the most well-known symbols in college sports. We call it the Power T. And it's not just a logo, it's proof that the Volunteer spirit never stops growing. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company, and the official insurance of the Vols.
You're listening to Murphy's Matchups. Now the Guru talks with Chris White, head coach of the Moore County Raiders.
Chris, you have started the season off just the way every coach would like to start, undefeated through your first 6 games, got 6 marks in the win column. You got to be awfully proud of your kids.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we are extremely proud of them. They've handled everything the right way. Come to practice and work hard every day for us so far.
Your son is a quarterback. He's a senior quarterback, and that's got to be extremely gratifying for you to have that kind of a season with him running the offense. How has that affected your relationship with your son off of the football field?
He's been a typical coach's kid since the day he was little. He's always been with me, whether I was at Oakland or at Catholic. So we don't talk much ball at the house unless he has a question or he sees something on film. He'll ask a question, and he's kind of a sponge. But when we leave practice or Friday nights, we'll talk about 10 minutes on the field about the game, and that's usually where we kind of leave.
That's pretty awesome. How about his relationship with his mom? Same way?
Yes, sir. He plays basketball too. She's been a head basketball coach. He kind of grew up in the gym, and she'll get her 10 or 15 minutes out of what she's got to say, and they kind of leave it alone after that too. So it's been real healthy.
That's great. You've been at Moore County. What is this, your 3rd year? I think
this is my 4th year.
4th year. Time gets away, but yes, obviously that move has been a good one, both for you and for Raider fans as well.
Yeah, this is my 4th year, so these seniors were freshmen when I got here, and and we knew then that we had a pretty good group of freshmen, and they've handled everything from the weight room to maturing as young men and football players. They've handled everything the right way.
Moore County goes west in the playoffs, and I know we're barely over halfway through the regular season, but it looks to me like the majority of the really good 1A football teams are on the west side of the bracket.
Yes, sir. That's what, anywhere from Dresden, McKenzie, Union City, Lake County. All those teams are kind of loaded this year. McKenzie being in back-to-back state championship games, they've got a lot of experience, on that side of the bracket.
You told me that you're kind of a 50-50 team on offense as far as the passing game and the running game are concerned. That has been good to you guys this year, I think.
It has. One thing that we hoped to going into the season was our offensive line could mature and really get to where if we wanted to sit back there and hand the ball off, we could. And so far, the last 2 games, they've really done a good job of us, Dawson being able just to stand back there and hand it off. And Logan Heckwood, our tailback, he's done a really good job at hitting the holes and accelerating.
Lynchburg is a pretty good football town and has been for a long, long time, but they haven't had a whole lot to cheer about lately. And I know that's got to be awfully gratifying the way you guys have started the season there in the community. Their community support there is outstanding.
Yeah, and that was one reason coming back here. It's kind of home to us, and knowing that the community loves football the way they do. And that's what I try to remind the kids, every day. That, anywhere from 5 and 6 year olds to 85-year-olds, are coming to watch you play, and it means a lot to the people down here.
That's what it's all about, and that's why I love going to watch single-A football in Tennessee. The whole community is there cheering you and the kids on. Best of luck in the rest of the season, and thanks for your time this morning.
All right, thank you, Murphy, for having me.
Chris White, head coach of the Moore County Raiders. The Raiders are 7-0 this season, with wins at Cascade, Fayetteville, Eagleville, Wayne County, Franklin County, Cornersville, and Collinwood. This week, the Raiders are hosting the Huntland Hornets. When we continue, Murphy's view of the West and Division II games. You're listening to Murphy's Matchups.
You know, starting to save for your future doesn't have to be difficult. Let Wilson Bank and Trust help tone up your financial goals this year. Our certificates of deposits or CDs can help your money work harder with our competitive rates, earning you more than ever before. WBT checking options allow you to earn rewards you can really use, like a high interest rate or cash back on check card purchases when you meet some e-banking qualifications. Visit your closest Wilson Bank and Trust office or online at wilsonbank.com to get started today. Member FDIC.
Huff and Puff Trucking is a proud supporter of Tennessee high school football. There is a special bond that Friday nights in the fall bring to a small town. We wish the best of luck to every team this season. Huff and Puff is a company that connects with its employees in the same way a football team connects with its own town. If you're a Class A CDL driver or a maintenance technician and want to learn more about our advantages of working at Huff and Puff Trucking, call us at 800-965-5033.
There's no shortage of icons in Big Orange Country, but perhaps none are more celebrated than Neyland Stadium's checkerboard end zones. Inspired by the checkered brick design atop Ayers Hall, the pattern first found its way to the end zone in 1964. Today, the checkerboards are a fitting tribute to the university's most iconic building and an ever-present reminder that the volunteer spirit never stops growing. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company, and the official insurance of the Vols.
It's hard to believe it's Friday already. Doug and Murphy will be back on WBEJ with Murphy's Matchups.
Take advantage of steel promotions going on now through Halloween at Big John's Closeouts Elizabethton. Save $50 on the MS250 chainsaw with 18-inch bar, now only $349.99. Also save $90 on the HT105 pole pruner with a cutting height of up to 16 feet, on sale for $599.99. And take care of small projects around the house with the battery-operated GTA 26 pruner set for $149.99. A savings of $30. Big John's Closeouts, 238 East Elk Avenue, your Elizabethton steel dealer for sales, parts, and service. Don't let old tires affect your ability to get to the football games this fall. Get dependable new tires for your vehicle from Kevin Hayworth and the staff at Hayworth Tire Center, Valley Forge. Family owned and supporting local high school sports teams, Hayworth Tire always offers name brand quality tires, plus new brakes, front end alignment, shocks, and many other automotive services you need. Also get lifetime computer balancing and tire rotation with every tire purchase you make at Hayworth Tire, Highway 980 Valley Forge. Open weekdays 8 to 5 and Saturdays 8 to 1.
Elizabethton Electric, serving the community with the customer in mind. With online bill pay, it's just a few clicks of the mouse. Visit the City of Elizabethton webpage and click Online Payments for one-time pay or paperless bill online pay. For iPhone and iPad users, check out the Elizabethton Electric System app. You can still mail in your payment, pay in person, or for automated pay by phone, call 1-844-718-0065.
You're listening to Murphy's Matchups. This is week 9 on the season. And as the guru mentioned at the top of the program, it's fall break for many schools. Only 75 games this week across the state. In 48 of those games, teams will face regional opponents, and only 2 contests are non-Friday events. Now with his view of West and Division II, once again, Murphy Fair.
Thank you, Doug. As we prepare for our West Tennessee and Division II segment, we also see that there are not a lot of games being played there because of fall break. At the 6A level, all 6 teams in Region 8 are taking the week off. In 5A, it's just about as bad, with only Memphis Central hosting Manassas as the lone game being listed. Look for a big win for Coach Major Wright's team there at Memphis Central. In 4A, Dyer County in New Bern hosting Fayette Ware. I think Dyer County gets the easy win there. Crockett County, a team that's doing very well this year, should have no trouble with Manassas, that game being played in Alamo. Jackson Northside should win the big rivalry game there in Jackson over Jackson Southside. And I think South Gibson there in Medina gets a win playing at Lexington this week. In 3A, a couple of games there. McNary Central should win at Liberty Magnet, and I think Dyersburg gets an easy win at Scotts Hill. In 2A, Riverside playing at Adamsville, a big rivalry game involving Region 6 2A. I think Riverside wins that game, but it should be a dogfight. Peabody should have no trouble with Jackson Central Mary. I think Milan gets an easy win at home against Tresvant. I'm picking Camden to top West Carroll, and Huntingdon should have an easy time at home with Gibson County. Only one game listed in 1A in the western part of the state. That's where Union City entertains Halls, and the Golden Tornadoes should win that one relatively easy. Only 15 games are on the Division II schedule this week, just 4 of those at the AAA level. I think in the East Middle Tennessee Division, McCauley should have no trouble with Father Ryan. I think Baylor gets an easy win over Life Academy, Virginia. That's being played at Baylor. And I think Lipscomb gets a nice win at home against Knoxville Catholic. In the western part of the state, one big rivalry involving Christian Brothers and Memphis University School. That game being played at MUS, and I think the Owls of MUS get a win in that one. In Division II AA, I'm picking Chattanooga Christian to win at home against Lakeway Christian. In the Mid-State, Goodpasture should have no trouble with Webb of Bell Buckle, and I think Rockvale, a 6A school on the public side, should have no trouble with Pope John Paul II. Out west, Lausanne, a team with just one loss thus far. I think they get another one against Munford, and I think USJ gets a win at home against ECS. Finally, in Division II Single A, I'm picking Middle Tennessee Christian to win against Kings Academy, a long bus ride from Murfreesboro to East Tennessee, but I think the Cougars come away with a win there. In York Institute, up in Jamestown, travels to Friendship Christian in Lebanon, and I think York Institute wins that game. Other mid-state games involving Division II Single A teams, I think Mount Juliet Christian wins at home against Glencliff, and Fayetteville should win at home against Nashville Christian. Finally, in West Tennessee, I'm picking Trinity Christian over FACS, and Jackson Christian should get a home win against Lake County.
Thanks, Murphy. And there you have it, the view for fall break week of prep football in the Volunteer State. You've been listening to Murphy's Matchups with the guru of Tennessee high school football, Murphy Fair. Murphy's Matchups made possible by Farm Bureau Insurance and your local Farm Bureau agent. Until this time next week, go out and support your favorite team, and we'll see you back here on Murphy's Matchups.
You've been listening to Murphy's Matchups with Murphy Fair and Doug. Brought to you by Big John's Closeouts, Elizabethton Electric Department, Hayworth Tire Center. Stay tuned for the Sean Witten Show on WBEJ Radio Sports. If you're going to replace the old worn-down tires on your car, head out to Birchville's Tire and Recapping, 1308 West G, Elizabethton. Ed Birchville will give you the best deal in town on tire brands like Yokohama, Michelin, Cooper, and BF Goodrich. Ed throws in computer balancing free. Get free tire rotation every 5,000 miles. Come in today. Birchville Tire, 1308 West G, Elizabethton. Open 8 to 12:30 Saturdays, 8 to 5 weekdays.
Locally owned Meredith Valley Cabins and Farmhouse provide a comfortable and cozy getaway without leaving town. For a great vacation or just a weekend getaway, Meredith Valley Cabins and Farmhouse is the peaceful place to stay on the beautiful Watauga River on Sycamore Shoals Drive off the Watauga Road. For fishing, canoeing, and kayaking, gatherings for family or friends, and always lasting memories. Meredith Valley Cabins, where memories are made by the water's edge. View Meredith Valley Farm on Facebook for more information. Fall is here and leaves are falling with the season, so call Steve's Lawn Care of Elizabethton to rid your property and all properties of fallen leaves. And if you need end-of-year mowing or other lawn care service, call Steve's Lawn Care, which is also accepting new clients now for next spring. Other services also available with free estimates for all jobs. Steve's Lawn Care Service is licensed and insured and provides both residential and commercial service Monday through Friday at 895-0149. Go Cyclones!
To ensure Elizabethan will keep growing and thriving through the years, it all begins with a good education. The Elizabethan City School System is always thinking of how to improve your child's future. When a good education can take you as far as you want to go, you need dedicated educators and administrators to encourage, enlighten, and challenge. Support local education. The rewards are endless. A reminder from the Elizabethan City School System.
Better than ever country. WBEJ AM/FM, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
WBEJ Radio Sports presents Elizabethton High School Football. Brought to you by Carter County Bank, Jay's Corner, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio and Boutique, Rainbow Realty and Auction, Green Tree Motors, TLC Massage, Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, Ridgewood Barbecue, Rocky Top Garage Doors, Ivy Hall Nursing Home, Advanced Heat Pump Systems, Happy Valley Credit Union, Signature Healthcare, The Jewelers Bench, The Wildwood Flower Company, Southern Finance and Carter Finance, Dino's Restaurant, Hermitage Health Center, Northeast State Community College, Citizens Bank. Score the Game brought to you by Bojangles. First Down sponsor, Select 7 Credit Union. Tonight's play-by-play from Tony Briggs and Stacy Street. We'll be back with complete pregame and game time after the Sean Witten Show on WBEJ Radio Sports.
If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
Fall weather brings back the fall flavors of milkshakes and ice cream to Jay's Corner, 216 South Lynn Avenue, Elizabethton. Come into Jay's and try the fall pumpkin pie or caramel apple flavored shakes now available. And Jay's has special flavors of ice cream for fall too. And of course, Jay's hamburgers, barbecue, smoked wings, hot dogs, subs, and salads make the perfect meal. And remember, Jay's is open Sundays 11 to 4, in addition to the Monday through Saturday hours of 11 till 8 p.m. See the full menu on Facebook or visit eatjayscorner.com. Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding areas for the past 37 years. Signature Healthcare offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. It has the best wound care and respiratory programs in town. Their facility is clean, the face is friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter the doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. Go Cyclones! Is mobility an issue in your life? Do you feel restricted? Don't be held back. Visit Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment today for all your mobility needs. Trips to Gatlinburg, around town, or at home, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment can help. Reserve a mobility scooter today. Easy to carry and assemble, charged and ready to go with different colors to choose from. If you want to be on the move, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment can get you going. Reserve a scooter today that's clean, tested, and reliable from a name you can trust. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, Elizabethton. Now hiring. Carter Finance proudly supports the Elizabethton Cyclones. Come see the friendly people at Carter Finance for a cash loan. You can get a personal and confidential loan as small as $100, or if you need more for bill consolidation or home improvement, Carter Finance makes both home and land loans too. Carter Finance will also pay off your high-cost title loan or check advance. Call 542-2177 or come by Carter Finance at 412 Railroad Street, Elizabethton, and go Cyclones! Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's version of the Coach Sean Whitten Show here on WBEJ. I'm Stacy Street, along with my partner Tony Briggs and Coach Sean Whitten, the head coach of your Elizabethton Cyclones. Coach Whitten, tonight let's talk about first the big win last week. Finally got to be in Citizens Bank Stadium with a team that's tied at the top of the rankings, along with Elizabethton and Greenville when Northview Academy came in. Let's review the game a little bit, if you would.
Just a really good football team we played in Northview. New coach has got a new system, and give those guys credit. They play extremely tough and extremely hard. A lot of times our guys need to understand it's a 4-quarter game. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we try to win the game in the first quarter, and not really be patient. But really got off to a great start. Forced a 3 and out. Offensively went right down the field and scored. Really tried to push the ball down the field on our second possession. I thought Northview did a really good job of trying to run the football. They made our defense have to play lateral a little bit. And, they did a great job with their tight ends and backs. And I thought they had a really good athletic quarterback that escaped and got some easy first downs.
Well, and Tony and I talked about it a lot. That 44 kind of took you to where the play was going to go. Even knowing that was a big kid. He was a good kid, and the quarterback knew to get behind him and go. So you really, in the first half, and the first quarter especially, that game was sideline to sideline when they were on offense. I'm
not sure if they were like a step faster than we were, or we were kind of step slow at times. Our reaction was a little bit off, but they did a really good job of they were making our defensive line chase, trying to get the ball out in space, and then a couple times they got some easy first downs on the quarterback moving the ball around a little bit with his feet. But I thought it was a really good football team. It was a great challenge we needed. You go into halftime and you're up 14-7. I mean, you've got to make a few adjustments. You got to come out and play. So I thought it really made us have to really come back and execute offensively, try to make some plays, make some throws, get our ground game going. And, we just a little bit of too many mistakes early, just missing some holes, missing some blocks here and there, not perfect on our execution at times, and it allowed them to kind of stay in the game.
And missed a few tackles, too, there. Missed a few tackles.
Yeah, I mean, they made us play lateral. Then they try to come right at us to get some short yardage down in distance there. But I thought the running back 26 was extremely fast. They did a good job against us. And then quarterback was a difference maker, making some plays with his feet. Obviously that's a game changer in high school that we've worked a lot of times. Just not keeping our eye discipline at the linebacker level. So it was really good there. But really tough challenge for us. It was a really great game. They really had 2 really good defensive ends. And so just not as crisp as they'd like to be coming out, in our first home game. But, our guys got rolling in the second half.
And as you got rolling, and we've talked about it some this week and this whole season, as they make some mistakes, but the team doesn't seem to get too rattled. And so you've got Slagle, who continues to play well, does a good job staying in the pocket. He doesn't tuck it and run. He'll stay in there and find those receivers. And then I thought that when Holzer did a good job of kind of loosening them up, and then Zeth really came in and laid the hammer, especially in the second half.
I thought that, our guys really, all year long, it's not, the execution has not really been is where it needs to be, but our guys have really been resilient. We're playing hard. We're finding a way to step up, make some plays. I mean, Dry on the second touchdown just kind of went up and got it. Luke on a touchdown just kind of went up and got it. We talk about those plays that happen in football. Rollins used to make a lot of those scramble plays, and those are part of football. Guys just got to step up and make plays. I feel like we have the ability to do that. We've done that all year in our big football games between Science Hill, Mo West, DB, Northview. We've just found a way to make plays. And so our guys are really doing a great job of trying to listen to the in-game adjustments, stepping up, making plays for us. And, it's just – it's really good to see our guys do that. At times, if we can clean up a few things, there's still a lot of work to be done, but still not hit our peak at the right time, and still got some plays out there we can still make.
Players play, don't they?
Yep.
All right, back to the offensive side. That first flea flicker you threw, you missed Luke by probably 6 inches. If he catches that, I think we got a different outcome of the ball game.
Well, we try to get the crowd behind us coming to our first home game, and we try to get some excitement. We're not totally into a lot of those plays like that. You need a wrinkle here and two, but thought it was going to be a great time. We're up 7-0, get the ball right back. You want to try to get the crowd really into it, and we just kind of missed them there. And then we came back. We had 2 other throws we wanted to hit down the field. Didn't do a great job of protecting the quarterback there. So just a chance to kind of make some plays and really build some excitement. And we missed some opportunities there, but guys continued to play and came back. And Luke had a big second half for us. Stepped up and made a lot of big plays.
Speaking of the adjustments, the line. This week compared to 2 weeks ago with DB, we didn't have the 9 or 10 yard or 9 or 10 5-yard calls. This weekend, it seemed like you cleaned that up a little bit. We had a couple on defense and maybe 1 on offense, but it seemed like that was a point of emphasis going into this week, the hidden 5 yards playing behind the chains.
Well, we wanted to try to feed Zeth and Holzer at time. We got him on the second quarter. Ball's on the 2-yard line. We ran it all the way down the field. We just wanted to get the line going. In the second series, we tried to throw it some. We tried to get Rhett moving out of the pocket on a couple plays there. But, it's really about the consistency and the continuity of our offensive line to keep them going, to keep them in that same mode to where we can lean on those guys and try to play pretty physical. I thought our O-line really, for the most part, did a really good job in a run game. We're reestablishing the offensive line and the defensive line, and then they had really two good defensive ends that really did a great job against us. And I don't know if we're going to play as good as defensive ends as 44 and number 5.
Then you flip over, you talk about the halftime adjustments. You come out defensively, we only hold them to 31 yards total offense the second half. Seemed like Rhett got a little bit more into a better rhythm as far as when the second half come out, because we come out and scored 28 unanswered.
Well, I thought the biggest play of the game was the third down catch by Eli Blevins on 3rd and 7 on the first drive to continue that going. And then, we try to, one of Rhett's best is pushing the ball down the field. We wanted to be able to hit Luke on a deep post there when we got the ball back. So, there's just some things that we still want to do, try to make some plays, and we still try to get the ball out quick at times. And we had a few wrinkles in there where we're trying to, still win on 3rd down. Try to build off the momentum we had against DB, having, almost being 75% on 3rd down. That's pretty good for us in those critical moments, and we want to add to that and feel like, hey, we get the 3rd down, we can make some of those plays. But, I think offensively, we've got a number of guys that can step up and make plays for us. I thought Justin Whitehead did a great job as a receiver filling in for Cam. We started the game with Mason Ball at tight end and H-back. We're getting bits and pieces of minutes from him on the offensive end. So we're still a work in progress at times, and I think that, every game we go into, everybody's so accustomed to see our defense just kind of, be what's, leading the Cyclones. And so we really want our offense to kind of, close that gap to where we can be as good as we can be in all 3 phases.
All right, you go back to the DB game, the way that we performed, the amount of energy that it took coming into the first home game. How do you think these kids transition from the big game at Dobbins-Bennett, getting that monkey off their back, to coming into playing Northview at home?
Well, I thought our guys were ready. There's no doubt about that. I thought there was a lot of energy and a lot of excitement. I thought our guys were ready to play. I just give Northview credit. They did some things that kind of take some excitement out of you. They held the ball a little bit. They got some first downs. They got a touchdown. They did some things to really kind of not allow us to get off to a great start. So I think anytime we get a great challenge, we're accustomed sometimes when we play other than the non-region games and maybe the big non-conference games that kind of we just think we're just going to blow some of these teams away. But they're a well-coached football team. There's a head coach that's an offensive line guy, so their boxer's really good there. And so give them credit, give our guys credit. Stacy mentioned, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of what happens through the course of the game, our guys seems to get unfazed by that, and that's going to be really big for us as we move to the last part of the season.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for last week's recap of our opening home victory against Northview. We come back after these words. We'll preview tonight's contest as Volunteer Falcons come into Citizen Bank Stadium. We'll be back after these words.
Integrity, trust, respect, and family. That's how Southern Finance has survived since 1959 in an ever-changing economy. Southern Finance specializes in small personal loans, auto loans, home and land loans, and more. Hometown lending for honest, hard-working people like you. Southern Finance welcomes less than perfect credit at the office across from the Bonnie Kate in downtown Elizabethton. To find the loan you need, call Southern Finance at 542-2165. The original Ridgewood Barbecue is still owned and operated by the Profit family, inviting you to stop in for what is still the best barbecue in the Tri-Cities since 1948. Ridgewood offers barbecue pork and barbecue beef, plus many more items, so be sure to look at the whole menu. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only the Ridgewood offers Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. Drive in any day except Sundays and major holidays to the Ridgewood, Old Highway 19E at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton. Call 538-7543 for carry-out orders. The Jewelers Bench has been a part of Elizabethton for 23 years. John and Sherry want to thank each of you for making it possible. The Jewelers Bench offers in-house repair services such as ring sizing, rhodium plating, chain repair, pearl restringing, and much more. Shop the very wide selection of quality jewelry on the Jewelers Bench website from the comfort of your home at jewelersbenchtn.com and find them on Instagram and Facebook. The Jewelers Bench, 104 Broad Street, Elizabethton, across from Hardee's. Now you can buy beautiful, fresh floral arrangements for any occasion at the Wildwood Flower Company, downtown Elizabethton. Nikki Stout is the owner of Wildwood Flower Company, which features a wide selection of fresh-cut flowers and floral arrangements, plants, gifts, and more. Whatever your everyday flower need is, including weddings, funerals, birthdays, and more, depend on the Wildwood Flower Company, 604 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Learn more about the Wildwood Flower Company by visiting Facebook and Instagram.
Hermitage Health and Rehabilitation is a newly remodeled 70-bed skilled facility in Elizabethton. With a reputable therapy team offering physical, occupational, and speech services 7 days a week, their Rehab to Home program focuses on the goal of returning residents to their home, re-energized, and with more mobility. Schedule your tour today at Hermitage Health Center, 1633 Hillview Drive, Elizabethton. 543-2571.
Visit Simply Elegant Bakery and Catering, downtown Elizabethton, for homemade baked goods and customized catering. Go Cyclones!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Coach Sean Witten Show. Coach, you got a volunteer Falcon team coming in here that's, for lack of a better term, limping. They're offensively, they're struggling a lot on offense. They're coming in. How do you get this team prepared to face volunteer coming into tonight?
Well, first, we've had a good opportunity to have fall break this week, and then, we've had some morning practices. We've also picked some extra help. Cujo's really helped us out this week. Coach Witten, Kobe Garland have really done a good job of, trying to add more coaches, the morning practice. We've been trying to get a lot of things done. Appreciate the work by the guys this week. I think our first 2 days we really focused on us. We've really focused on finding a way to get better. And then, the last couple of days here, making sure that, we respect our opponent. We still got ways to improve, that we prepare in the right way. And so I don't think it's so much about volunteer, but it's another opportunity for us to have a home game, kind of finish the season out. And then we know it's about to get really tough in the next couple of weeks.
You've said it before, and Stacy's alluded to it many times. With certain opponents come in and not knocking the programs, but you're playing against Cyclone football. Is that going to be the case tonight?
Well, I think so. I think Volunteer is going to, they're going to be pretty scrappy. I think they're going to compete until we decide we're going to play at our level of football. What you want to see is our guys not to stoop down to their level of football. We want to execute. We want to play at a high level. We want to do a lot of great things. So, we still got a lot of improvements. And it's about us continuing to get better in some small areas. And I think our guys will do that. They've had the right approach. We've done a lot of best against best this week. We've done a lot of trying to, up our physicality and our mentality. If we play against other teams the way we battle against each other in practice, we get after it pretty good. It should be the way we play. And so, I think that there's a lot of things that are great about our football team, Tony. Just our relentless toughness, the way we are being gritty. We have been guys have stepped up and make plays. That's what you really want to see. And so there's a lot of things those are sometimes the things that you can't coach. You want to see out of your guys. We're throwing it, but we're not getting a whole lot of yards after the catch, or we're throwing it, but our guys aren't making the plays. So seeing Zeth back there making the cuts, making the reads, that's what they've got to do. They've got to trust their instincts. They got to rely on their guts, and I think they're doing a pretty dang good job of it.
Yeah, we constantly looking about the blocking, the wide receivers blocking. Jeriah will go out there and just drive his man, and Eli's doing the same thing. So they're complementing each other very well. Going into tonight's content, what do you want to see offensively? What's the next step that you want to see this Cyclone team to make?
Well, I think we just got to do a really good job of winning. We've done the last couple of weeks. We've done a really good job on third down. We talked about that, but really, first down's got to be our thing. We've got to keep the down and distance in our favor. We can't get so far behind the chains. And then, the next part is we got to protect the quarterback a little bit better when we are trying to push the ball down the field. Where, our 6-man protections, our 7-man protections, we got to make sure we protect Red. A lot of times there's just too many, scrambling opportunities or trying to extend the play. We got to give him the time to be able to hit those intermediate routes. I think that's an area we want to see kind of improved tonight.
Let me pick up on that just a little bit. We got used to seeing a quarterback that if it wasn't there, he was going to tuck it and run when we had Rollins here for so long. Schlegel's sort of that way. Do you want to try to get him out in space a little deeper, or are you happy with him? Because he seems comfortable in the pocket when he's got the time, because he can really fire.
Well, I think the biggest thing we want to make sure we give him the time. To push the ball down the field. When you're trying sometimes to be a drop back passer, a lot of the routes are coming to you, in breaking routes, middle field routes. Some shallow crossing games. And so, you really want to try to protect him so that you can get that ball behind those linebackers, especially on some play action pass. And then, that we've done more of, moving him a little bit. Early in the year we weren't moving him at all. We're trying to expand and trying to grow, trying to get a better grasp of the offense. Rhett does throw the ball well on the run. He had one where kind of threw it behind Jeriah, but a lot of our third down throws against DB, a lot of the third down throws Friday against Northview, we were able to execute those. But that really pocket presence of when to step up, when to take out, when to push that ball down the middle of the field. That's an area that's a lot of times is the weakness of the defense is right in that middle, that area between the free safety and the Mike linebacker on those routes. And so, we want to protect them a little bit better. We feel like we've got, 3 receivers, sometimes 4. Sometimes we use the H-back or the running back to help protect. And then obviously with our running back, we try to get them out and pass pro too. So, that was a big play against DB. It was just trying to get him out of space. So, we want to just protect him. We feel that if Rhett can have time in the pocket, it can give us advantage because we do have receivers that can hit that intermediate route.
You got a brother that's going to Hall of Fame right there in the middle of that field, aren't you? That's where he made his living. Let's talk about a little bit about we all know what kind of receiver Luke Whaley is, but that second half, he really, maybe for the first time this year, we saw those hands. Eli's been doing a great job, and Jeriah's really stepped up high pointing, but when Luke went up and got that ball, and he can catch, and we've seen him on the punts, how important is he to your offense?
Well, it's just he's an integral part. We've tried to do a good job of moving him around a little bit. We're a formation team. We really just came back off that DB games. Man, we tried 4 or 5 times to get in the ball, but only ended the game with 1 catch. And so that's a missing piece of our offense that we can't allow that to happen no more. So, I constantly was on Coach Turner, Coach Witten, Coach Carter, that anytime Luke had that space, anytime Luke had that press coverage, or anytime they had man-to-man, that we're going to try to take advantage of that, regardless of the down and distance or where we're on the field. That's an area where we've got to go to. And so, that's an area that's a big emphasis. You hear it on Saturday and Sunday and sometimes Mondays about play callers have those, how do you got to have your go-to calls, how to get those guys involved. And they're a missing piece of the offense that you can't go till there's no reason that, it's fourth quarter. Luke hasn't had a touch, or he hasn't had a carry, or whatever it may be. So that's an area where we've got to get him. We wanted to try to get him involved early in the football game.
And finally, there's always a green cloud hanging over this place this time of year when we know they're coming. When you face a team against Volunteer, you're playing that opponent, but you're also playing yourself. At this point in the season, and I don't expect you to give any secrets away, but how much are you adding to the offense? Or are you just trying to clean things up and you don't want to put it on tape? Or are you constantly adding something that we may see down the road?
Well, a lot transpires offensively. Not a whole lot changes defensively. A lot of times defensively you're really formation based, lineman assignment type thing. But offensively, I mean, we've gone full circle. We've gone around the globe and back. As far as installation, formations, the things that we want to do, the things we work on. But tonight's just really about leaving the field feeling really good about where we are. The areas where, we know we can go to, the areas where we've got to clean up. But it's just a confidence level of really leaving the field knowing that, hey, we're really in a good place. We got an opportunity to grow over the next 2 weeks, but man, like we've got to know that we can hang our hat on these routes and these runs and these plays, and how much are we going to get from the defense side of the ball, like Mason or those guys. So it's just field position becomes critical, not turning it over the ball becomes critical. But tonight's just what you really just want to feel good about, man, the progress we've made this week in practice. The things we've worked on in individuals, now it's coming together to team. And you just want to see areas where we've kind of grown. That's the biggest thing. The confidence level tonight when we leave the field just got to be an all-time high, all-time premium level, because you're not going to get another opportunity to do that before you see the matchup. So, it's about, we want to polish up some things. We want to be crisp. The communication, all the things you can do, because you're just not going to get another chance to pre-dress rehearsal it before the big matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. Guarantee you it won't be vanilla tonight. Tony and I will be back in just a few minutes with your call of the game as the Elizabethton Cyclones tonight. Second home game of the season, next to the last game of the regular season. So it's an important contest for the Cyclones as they continue their track toward Chattanooga. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors on WBEJ.
Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans are available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business, checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by Elizabethton Federal's offices in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Mountain City for more information. Apply for a mortgage or account online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. Warm up before you go to the remaining football games with Johnny Red's Hot Chicken at Dino's Restaurant, downtown Elizabethton. Ask your waiter or waitress for more information on Johnny Red's Hot Chicken, or enjoy the hot Italian entrees like lasagna, spaghetti, ravioli, and others, or even the numerous American favorites like hot hamburger steak with mashed potatoes and gravy, or even a ribeye steak. On Fridays and Saturdays, Dino's also offers a 10-ounce prime rib dinner with salad and side. Dino's, downtown El Capitan, Elizabethton, open from 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday. A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and the larger your paycheck. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. With so many programs to choose from, you can start here and go anywhere. Northeast State also has flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home, helping you balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions. What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area, and now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, now hiring at 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursinghome.com. Elizabethton High School football is brought to you by Citizens Bank. With locations throughout the Tri-Cities and Knoxville, Citizens Bank is the trusted partner to work alongside your business and family in accomplishing financial goals. As a family-owned bank founded and headquartered in Elizabethton, a big part of our success is your success. So stop by a branch or visit citizensbank24.com today and get to know the citizens in your community. Citizens Bank, member FDIC. Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
WBEJ AM/FM, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
It's game time with Stacy Street and play-by-play from Tony Briggs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Citizen Bank Stadium, where we're at Week 8 for your Cyclone Football 2023, as we're at home for the second week in a row as we take on the Volunteer Falcons. I'm joined by my tag team partner and also the best stat man in the business, Mr. Wes Holscall. Stacy, seems like we just left here, but we're coming back. We got a new opponent, which we've played for the last 4 years. Volunteer comes into this game struggling, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, they've had a hard time stopping teams, had a hard time scoring points. We'll go through those stats in just a few minutes. More importantly, they hadn't won a game all year, so they're coming in here tonight with absolutely nothing to lose but the ball game. So I'm sure they'd like nothing better than to come in here and beat the Cyclones. So Coach Whitten talked about it in the show, and as you always say, if you don't listen to that Coach Sean Whitten show, you get little tidbits there that you don't get anywhere else. And the last word before the game, Elizabethton's playing against themselves tonight. Yep. So it's a scary game for this reason. With what's ahead for the Cyclones, you don't want any injuries. Right. You don't want any injuries. You don't want a chippy game by the other team that causes any injuries. But Volunteers one of those teams. About every 6 to 8 years, they have a good team, and then it seems like they cycle down. And this seems to be one of those down cycles.
But they always, if you always look, and you can look at, we was looking at their roster, they'll have 80 kids. They got 80 kids. I mean, it's not for the lack of numbers. It's just for some reason we don't know, but they're just
I was talking to somebody. Hawkins County has a bigger population than Carter County. Mm-hmm. Hawkins County's up to about 63,000 students, or 62 to 63,000 population in the county. They only got 2 high schools, Cherokee and Volunteer. So I don't know if it's an older generation or the kids don't play football or what. But they got a ton of kids there. It's just they've always struggled with the product on the field.
Yeah, and as you said, Volunteers coming in on the season 0-7, 0-3 in the conference, and the Cyclones are 14-2 all time against Volunteer. And the 2 losses, the first loss come in 1983 by a score of 34-6, and then the last loss was 1991. They lost 9-6. And then we've, other than that, in the recent memory, and Coach Whitten, he's undefeated against Volunteers. Volunteers been in our conference for 4. This will be the 5th game that we've played under the Coach Whitten tender.
Yep, and there's a long history with Volunteer because Coach Ryder's son Scott, longtime head football coach at Volunteer, and our own Ryan Whitten. That's where he cut his teeth.
That's exactly
right.
He
and Roger Childers drove to Seguinsville every single day, and Ryan will tell you the stories about having to ride with Roger Childers in a car. But so there's a history there with this school. It just never parlayed onto the field very much.
It's not. So we got about 26 and a half minutes. Let's go back and station for these words from our sponsor. We come back, we'll continue with tonight's breakdown, and then we'll have our picks and Stacy's keys to the game, all that after these words from our sponsors.
Now that cold weather is in the forecast, you need to be sure your heat pump is working efficiently to keep you warm this winter. Call Advanced Heat Pump Systems now and ask about getting a tax credit up to $2,000 when you install a new heat pump system for the upcoming winter season. Your home will be warm and cozy, and you'll have the comfort of knowing that you've saved a lot of money with a new heat pump from Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Call for a free quote at 926-2665 and also ask about available financing.
Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique in downtown Elizabethton has select spring and summer clothing on sale for just $20 each. Come in today and grab these $20 bargains for next spring and summer before somebody else does. And see the beautiful new colors Merle Norman has for fall in sizes 0 to 3X with new fall and winter merchandise still arriving. It's also a great time to shop early for Christmas. Ladies can also schedule makeovers for fall and winter formals. All this and more is available now at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique, 541 Elk Avenue in beautiful downtown Elizabethton.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
The Rocky Top Garage Door Showroom is located at 401 Hatcher Lane, Elizabethton. Owner Mitch Parlier has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years, and Rocky Top Garage Doors is Elizabethton's Amar Lincoln door and Linear and LiftMaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if the garage door breaks, girls.
Call Papa. Rocky Top Garage Doors, 518-1560.
That's Rocky Top Garage Doors, your automatic garage door dealer. Learn more online at rockytopgaragedoor.com. Green Tree Motors is open in a new location, 2234 West G Street, Elizabethton, specializing in good and clean cars, trucks, SUVs, motorcycles, RVs, even boats when they're available. Terry Arnold and David Sindrick invite you to stop by and see their great-looking new business facility, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9:30 to 2. Terry Arnold has been in the auto business since 1982, and David offers you 25 years of experience. Terry and David tell it like it is, so come see them at 2234 West G Street and visit the website at greentreemotorstn.com. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Citizen Bank Stadium as they're honoring Miss Pearl Smith, and they're giving a long list of all her grandchildren and great-grandchildren that's been involved in Cyclone athletics, and we lost a good one with Miss Pearl.
Yep, we sure did. And if they name all of them, we're going to be here for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, we'll delay the kickoff.
There's nobody that's had more people come through this school that is related to anybody than Pearl Smith. So just a shame to lose her, but it's great to see all those people out there tonight, and her daughter's going to sing the national anthem.
Yep, we was told is their daughter's going to. There's several former players that played most recently out there. There's Terrence Turner. You got Zachariah Niderfer and Evan Thomas. So it's Everett Thomas. I got several of them, and just an honor to know Miss Pearl. Miss Pearl was one that always made your day brighter.
Yep, sure did.
So let's go ahead and continue with our breakdown. Coming into not just some local stats. Rhett for the year is 69 out of 103. He's got 1,129 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 4 picks. But, Stacy, he's only carried the ball 18 times for 38 yards and 1 touchdown.
Which is really surprising going into this year. So, that speaks good about the running backs we've got and the receivers. And, you got to think at some point in time this year, as we go along, we're going to see him run a little bit more.
I think, and, I've mentioned it, and I think me and you have talked about it, I think the key to the Cyclones advancing is they're going to have to honor Rhett with his legs. Well, now if he's not, there's no attempt to run, then they don't have to worry about it.
Well, and it's not been put on any tape, so
right.
So what that's going to do is help kind of be a surprise for the teams that come up. So, that maybe that's a good thing.
Yep. And then
just don't want him hurt.
That's exactly right. And then our rushers, Zess leading the way. He's got 68 carries for 549 yards and 8 TDs. And Holzer's got 56 carries, 297 yards, and 4 TDs. And then Jeriah's got 17 carries for 73 yards and 5 TDs. And then on our receiving end, this is how close our receivers are. Jeriah's got 31 for 457 and 8 touchdowns. Eli's got 19 for 295 and 3. And Luke's got 18 for 363 and 3 touchdowns. And like we mentioned in Coach Sean Witten's show, last week could have been the breakout game that Luke was needing.
Yeah, I mean, and that's so important going forward for everything that the Cyclones want to do.
And I don't know when we've seen that many people contribute to that extent as far as receiver goes. I mean, we had Parker and Z19 during that year, and Jake some, but not every one of them were go-to receivers each time. Any one of these three is a go-to receiver
at any given time. And as we also again will mention what we spoke to on the Coach Sean Witten show is the blocking of these receivers.
Yeah.
They're so unselfish, and you've said it numerous times and keep saying there's no egos on this team. There's no me. There's no I. It's whatever I've got to do to make this team better.
Well, in this program, receivers get rewarded for blocking, and you get rewarded as a receiver get the ball thrown to you.
Exactly.
Especially somewhere near the end zone or in clutch situations. If you're not going to block, they're not going to throw it to you, right? Until you learn how to block. And Jeriah and Eli have learned how to block this year. Yeah, they've learned how to block, and worlds apart from where they were at last year and the year before. So that's the key for this Cyclone team, especially early in the season. But now, as we get to the meat and to what really matters, that's going to be even more important.
Yep. So that's going to lead way into our weekly picks last week, Stacy. Me and you was exactly 8-2.
Okay.
We both lost the exact two games. We lost the Happy Valley and also the Johnson County game.
I think everybody lost the Happy Valley game.
I think so.
And good and glad.
In a good way. Yeah.
So where are we at?
You got me by 4 games so far. You're 62-18, and I'm 58-22 on the year.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and get this started as Happy Valley goes on the road down to Cumberland Gap.
I'm gonna go with Happy Valley.
That's who I win. I think we said it before, and they found something. They've got it, and they're gonna hang their hat on it. Cloudland travels down to Cosby.
Cloudland, I'm gonna go with the Highlanders on that one. They're finally getting those teams that they're equal with, and I think that dominance is going to come out of.
In this ever-changing world, personal service continues to be the #1 priority at Rainbow Realty and Auction. You can talk or visit with the sister-brother team of Judy or Dale from beginning through closing and beyond, and you can rely on them to guide you through any issues that might arise in the selling or buying of your property. Celebrating their 25th year in Elizabethton, Dale and Judy's knowledge and experience will get your property sold where others have failed. Call Rainbow Realty at 547-2800 or visit rainbowrealtytn.com. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
You know just how good the chicken wings, pork, and other foods taste at the Tri-City's best Jay's Corner in downtown Elizabethton. The secret is Jay's Dust Dry Rub. And now you can buy Jay's Corner's Dust Dry Rub and take it home and sprinkle or rub on all the meats and vegetables you cook at home for the unbeatable Jay's Corner taste. Dust Dry Rub is an all-season flavoring and seasoning, and it's available for you to buy independently for home cooking. Stop by Jay's Corner today for your own Dust Dry Rub. Jay's Corner, 216 South Lynn Avenue at F Street, Elizabethton. The menu is online at eatjayscorner.com.
Visit the Coffee Company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
All right, and Crockett is traveling down to Morristown West.
You know, what I was saying is every week that goes by, we just see how good that Morristown West team was. They lost to Jeff County, but they haven't lost very many. They got a good team. Crockett's down. I'm going to go with West. I think in a big way in that game.
I think you're right. Sevier County travels to Daniel Boone.
Did you go with Boone?
I went with Sevier.
I'm going to go with Daniel Boone.
Oh, we're opposite on that
I'm going to try to put you away.
You might do it. Are you going to give me life or are you going to put me away?
I'll probably be giving you life there. I hate picking for Boone, to be honest with you. But I think they're due a game they're not supposed to win.
And then here's a big contest in 6A Region 2. Maryville goes down to Cleveland. When's the last time Maryville's 4-3 on the year?
Not since since I was in school,
and
probably.
They can end up being a 4th seed.
They can.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to go with Maryville.
I went with Maryville on that one also. Then we got Tennessee High and Cott County.
I'm going to go with Tennessee High. I don't think they're a very good football team, but I think they can beat Cott County.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Now we got tonight's contest, and we go ahead and give me your pick, and then give me what the keys to the game. What does Elizabethton need to improve on going forward to make sure that we come out of here with a victory?
Well, I think the Cyclones are going to win big tonight. I think Coach Witt's going to try to jump on them early and often, and get some things in line. And I don't look for those starters to come out so deep in this ball game. If they don't play well, he's going to stay. He'll keep them in there all 4 quarters. If they play really well, I still think it's that important, because he kept talking about you can't duplicate games in practice regardless of what you do. So they need this game time experience. What I'd like to see the Cyclones improve on tonight, I would love to see a game with 1 or 2 penalties.
Yeah.
The whole game. That offensive line has got to get better, and they have each week, and they've gotten better at not having penalties. And I want to see the defensive line not get those jump off sides penalties. Those are hustle plays, but if you're jumping off sides, it's a 3rd down and long, and you're trying to make it shorter. It's 4th down, and you give them a 1st down. So I would really like to see the penalties cut down in this ball game, and I would like to see maybe Rhett run a little bit to get used to it.
Yeah.
We talked about that just a moment ago, but you can't come in against Greenville or a 3rd-round opponent in the playoffs and say, let's see if he can run now.
Right.
He won't have his legs under him. He's going to get rocked a little bit. So I'd like to see him more involved, maybe outside of the pocket. If he's not going to run, I'd like to see him scrambling a little bit and work on that throwing out here on the perimeter a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think, if you turn around and you look at the majority of the Cyclones' offensive penalties are false starts.
Yeah.
Delay a game, false start.
Yeah.
It's not the hold. You would think that you had a lot of hold. We don't have a lot of
linemen downfield or
it's just that
receiver holding or any.
Yeah.
We get a receiver holding every now and then, but and a lot of times that may be a hustle play. We don't see that many holes on punts and kickoffs. It's the linemen. They gotta stay right there. They got to know what the snap count is and be ready to go.
Yeah, just got to eliminate the pre-snap penalties, and I think the Cyclones. I think this team has the capability of going deep into the playoffs, if not going all the way back down to Chattanooga. But they're going to have to make the little small adjustments and listen to the in-game adjustments and make those adjustments and translate it onto the field.
Yeah, and Coach Witt may have said it best. What you want to when you come out of this ball game tonight, you want to think, all right, man, we're on a roll. We don't want them struggling and have to kind of pick up the pace in the second half. You want start to finish to say, all right, that's Cyclone football.
Yep.
That's what we want to do, and you want that rolling into the bye week, and they're going to have a week and a half, 2 weeks of hard practice coming up.
Yeah, already started, trust me.
And so, tonight's that reward for the hard practice this week and what's coming up. And you got to go into a bye week, especially with the game like they have coming up after that bye week, of as flawless a performance as you can have. So I think that's important for the Cyclone offense tonight. And the same thing for the defense.
Yep.
That defense is what we expect. Got a little exposed last week on going sideline to sideline. They strung us out. They had a real good quarterback. Going down the road, if people look at that first half of the Northview film, they're going to say, okay, here's a potential weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows everybody knows who 44 is. Everybody knows who 82 is now for the Cyclones, because they've just seen them get up the field and go. Northview got around them,
right,
and sometimes they got hooked, which you don't usually see. So, if I'm an opposing coach, I'm saying we're running to the hash every single time until they stop us.
Yeah.
And Elizabeth did a good job of adjusting to that last week, but I'd like to see the defense shore that up just a little bit and be ready to address that.
Yep, I agree. We're under 11 minutes to go till we tee it up and kick it off. Let's go back to the station for these words from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll have tonight's starting lineups, the captains, and the coin flip. All that to come right after this, words from our sponsors.
Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding areas for the past 37 years. Signature Healthcare offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. It has the best wound care and respiratory programs in town. Their facility is clean, the face is friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter the doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. Go Cyclones! Is mobility an issue in your life? Do you feel restricted? Don't be held back. Visit Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment today for all your mobility needs. Trips to Gatlinburg, around town, or at home, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment can help. Reserve a mobility scooter today. Easy to carry and assemble, charged and ready to go with different colors to choose from. If you want to be on the move, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment can get you going. Reserve a scooter today that's clean, tested, and reliable from a name you can trust. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, Elizabethton. Now hiring. Integrity, trust, respect, and family. That's how Southern Finance has survived since 1959 in an ever-changing economy. Southern Finance specializes in small personal loans, auto loans, home and land loans, and more. Hometown lending for honest, hard-working people like you. Southern Finance welcomes less than perfect credit at the office across from the Bonnie Kate in downtown Elizabethton. To find the loan you need, call Southern Finance at 542-2165. The original Ridgewood Barbecue is still owned and operated by the Profit family, inviting you to stop in for what is still the best barbecue in the Tri-Cities since 1948. Ridgewood offers barbecue pork and barbecue beef, plus many more items, so be sure to look at the whole menu. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only the Ridgewood offers Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. Drive in any day except Sundays and major holidays to the Ridgewood, Old Highway 19E at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton. Call 538-7543 for carry-out orders. The Jewelers Bench has been a part of Elizabethton for 23 years. John and Sherry want to thank each of you for making it possible. The Jewelers Bench offers in-house repair services such as ring sizing, rhodium plating, chain repair, pearl restringing, and much more. Shop the very wide selection of quality jewelry on the Jewelers Bench website from the comfort of your home at jewelersbenchtn.com and find them on Instagram and Facebook. The Jewelers Bench, 104 Broad Street, Elizabethton, across from Hardee's. Reed's Pharmacy, your locally owned pharmacy, provides all your prescription and over-the-counter medicinal needs on West Elk Avenue across from the high school.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Citizens Bank Stadium as we've got about 8 minutes left to go till we tee it up and kick it off. Stacy, let's go ahead and do tonight's offensive starters since we're at home. Volunteers going to start with, we'll start with the line starting at center. Number 66, senior Morgan Smith. Right guard is number 57, Braden Cheek. He is a sophomore at left guard. You've got Aiden Carpenter, number 53. He's a sophomore. Your two tackles, left tackles, number 58, Nick Buzzo, number 11. And at right tackle, you've got number 60, Jacoby White. He is a freshman.
You shut that door there so you don't, Johnny Cash not blaring us out here. Offense for the Cyclones start at number 59, Braden Rainwater is back. You got 54, Wyatt Pitzenbarger. You got 51, Kyron Small. You got a big number 50, Seth Campbell. You got 79, Josh Hayes. And you also got 68, Corey Green. All of those will be in there at different slots for the Cyclones.
And then starting for your wideout, starting one wide receiver is number 9, senior C.J. Frazier, number 11, tight end, senior Grant Winger, and also number 15, senior Gunnar Ferguson, and then also junior, number 3, Aiden Harson.
Cyclones counter with number 4, Cam Baker, who's supposed to be back tonight. We'll see number 82, Big Mason Ball in there at tight end. H-back will be 33, Mason Hall. Wide receivers, we talked about this group, how important they are. You got number 9, Jeriah Griffin, and you got the two seniors, 15, Luke Whaley, and number 11, Eli Blevins.
And starting at quarterback for Volunteer is freshman, number 8, Jamison Mao, And your two running backs you'll see a lot of is number 5, sophomore, or no, freshman, junior, Caden LaFollette, and number 0, Kalen Redford. He's a sophomore.
Cyclones counter at the running backs. You got 27, Caleb Holzer. You also got number 7, Seth Mullins. Both of them outstanding this year playing. And we talked about number 8, Rhett Slagle, and what a good job, especially in the last 3 games that he's done as quarterback.
Yeah, as the Cyclones come out in smoky gray, just tops, black bottoms, and Volunteer is in white tops with blue numbers and blue bottoms. It's a new color for the Cyclones. That's smoky.
Yep.
Fireworks are brought to you by Container Man LLC. We go ahead and we're getting ready to have our captain's fireworks was brought to you by the Container Man. Appreciate that, the city allowing us to bring that tradition back from Dave Ryder and Brown Childress back down here. Captains for, it looks like Volunteers captains will be, looks like, first we're going to honor our country. Yep, they're going to present our colors.
Let's keep it here just a second before they get out there, because we don't want to get back to go out too early, come back too early, so the colors are coming out there. Once they're set, then the mixed ensemble will go out for the Cyclones. Number of football players in that mixed ensemble, too.
Yeah, it's the Naval Corps Cadet, which is something that's the 3rd year of here at Elizabeth, and it's great to see the ROTC bring the Corps back, as Miss Debbie Googe is bringing out the mixed ensemble. Stacy said several football players are part of the mixed ensemble. We're getting ready to have the welcome and then the playing of our national anthem. Here to bring you the welcome is Senior Peyton Lacey. So we'll just go ahead and go back to the station for this break. When we come back, we'll have tonight's captains and the opening kick. All that coming up after we take a minute to honor our country by the singing national anthem. All that coming up after these words from our sponsors.
Now you can buy beautiful, fresh floral arrangements for any occasion at the Wildwood Flower Company, downtown Elizabethton. Nikki Stout is the owner of Wildwood Flower Company, which features a wide selection of fresh-cut flowers and floral arrangements, plants, gifts, and more. Whatever your everyday flower need is, including weddings, funerals, birthdays, and more, depend on the Wildwood Flower Company, 604 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Learn more about the Wildwood Flower Company by visiting Facebook and Instagram. Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans are available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business, checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by Elizabethton Federal's offices in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Mountain City for more information. Apply for a mortgage or account online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Hermitage Health and Rehabilitation is a newly remodeled 70-bed skilled facility in Elizabethton. With a reputable therapy team offering physical, occupational, and speech services 7 days a week, their Rehab to Home program focuses on the goal of returning residents to their home re-energized and with more mobility. Schedule your tour today at Hermitage Health Center, 1633 Hillview Drive, Elizabethton, 543-2571.
Warm up before you go to the remaining football games with Johnny Red's Hot Chicken at Dino's Restaurant, downtown Elizabethton. Ask your waiter or waitress for more information on Johnny Red's Hot Chicken, or enjoy the hot Italian entrees like lasagna, spaghetti, ravioli, and others, or even the numerous American favorites like hot hamburger steak with mashed potatoes and gravy, or even a ribeye steak. On Fridays and Saturdays, Dino's also offers a 10-ounce prime rib dinner with salad and side. Dino's, downtown Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, open from 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday. A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and the larger your paycheck. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. With so many programs to choose from, you can start here and go anywhere. Northeast State also has flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home, helping you balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season. You're listening to Elizabethton High School football here on FM 107.9, AM 1240, WBEJ, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We just got done honoring our country with the singing the national anthem. Now, captains for Volunteer is going to be number 9, C.J. Frazier, number 11, Grant Winger, number 17, Furran Buzzo, and also number 56, Austin Brogan.
Cyclones have as captains tonight senior Cam Baker, number 4, number 14, Alex Riddle, number 6, Jesse Whitehead, and number 11, Eli Blevins. Those are your captains for the Cyclones tonight.
Waiting on the opening coin flip.
Let's talk about a couple of things here real quick. A couple of quick shout-outs here. First of all, we want to say a word for a couple of Cyclones that passed tonight. First of all, Jerry Jenkins' mother passed away this week. Jerry's our bloodline to the Cyclones for a very long time. Lost his mother this week, so Jerry and Jennifer are in our thoughts and prayers tonight, and the whole Jenkins family. And also, former Cyclone Bill Bird, an attorney here in town, passed away unexpectedly last week. So he listened to us every week, always asked me about it, and just really sad to see him go. So our thoughts and prayers go out to both of those families tonight.
Yep, as Volunteers won the toss, they have deferred to the second half, so your Cyclones will be getting the ball. We'll be going from right to left. As you're listening to us at home, we appreciate it. Got several shout-outs. Start out with Mr. Mike Barnett. He's out mowing. He ain't got many more days to mow, but he's out mowing, listening to Cyclone football. We appreciate that. We also got Mr. Keith Scholes listening. James Ward tuned us in. And also Randy and Tammy, Alex, Brooke, Ethan, and Casey's all listening to us. And special shout-out goes to Ford of Elizabeth and CDJR of Elizabeth and their continued support.
Got opening kickoff tonight brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. Special shout-out here to Richard Norris at LaPorte Norris. Big birthday shout-out to him. Rob says throttle up, trim her down, grab another gear, and plane her out. Happy birthday, Richard Norris. A couple other shout-outs here real quick. Got Terry Kitchens in South Carolina listening to us tonight. Got Irma Nida for up Stony Creek listening. Nancy Berry, Michelle, Charlie, Jeffrey, whole Berry gang, thank you again for the no-bakes we have here. Ronnie and Marlene Taylor, Coach Jim Crow, Coach Gary Elliott and family, Johnny Raines, Jarfly Duggar, Paul Stout, Benny and Sandy Grindstaff.
As Volunteer kicks off at the low square, but Gerard's going to pick it up about to 23, and he's dancing about 25, and he's going to be hit up across the 28 up to the 29-yard line. As he kicked that, Squibb kicked it.
He did, and it took a kind of funny bounce on Gerard. He reached up and grabbed it with one hand, was able to get something that could have been trouble. So Cyclones are going to have good field position, 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line on just an absolutely gorgeous night.
It is a perfect night for football. Too bad it can't be like this for the rest of the year. I'll take it.
It's not going to be.
No, I know.
Cyclones got the pink on tonight. Some of them have tape on. Some of them have sleeves or socks in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness tonight.
Trips right, single receiver left. Mullins is lined up. Slagle's going to throw it out pattern here. Quick bubble to Dry. 35 plants his feet, goes across the 40, and he's going to be dragged down right at the 40, and that's going to be enough for a select 7 first down.
Good play for the Cyclones. That's kind of how you want to see them start out there. Just a nice quick, get it out there and let Jeriah make something happen.
Yep, just settling down. The Cyclones are going to have balance formation, twins left and twins right. Mullins is your tailback. Slagle's your quarterback. Slagle is getting the play. Now he's barking out the signals. You got single receiver right, H-back to the right, twins left. Now he's going to hand it to Mullins. Mullins is going to jump outside, and he's going to jump cut, and he's going to be hit across the 40, and he's going to fall forward up to the 41-yard line, saves the 42, so a hard 2 yards.
Yep. Hold there for just a minute, but it closed pretty quickly. It's going to bring up, we'll call it 2nd down and 8 for the Cyclones. The ball's on their own 42-yard line with 11 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
And we got Liz, twins left, and this time good play fake by Slagle. He's going to cut.
There you go.
Got him. Eli high points the ball at the 25-yard line and comes down with it, and that's going to be, no flag, so that's going to be enough for a Cyclone first down. Great play fake that time by Red.
Great play fake. He rolls out here to his left, which is not an easy throw, turns around. Eli does a good job stopping and coming back and high pointing that ball. Results a select 7 first down for the Cyclones. They'll have it 1st and 10 on the Volunteer 25 with 10:34 to go here in a scoreless first quarter.
Now we got trips right to the wide side of the field. Mullins is going to get. He's going up the middle.
He's got
him.
Yes.
6. Touchdown.
Wow.
Mullins.
Yep. Straight up the middle, Tony.
Yep.
You could see it. He hit it. He was full speed in about 3 steps straight up the middle and takes it in. So just like that, ladies and gentlemen, 10:22 to go here in the first quarter. Your Bojangles score of the game, 6-0 Cyclones, as we await the extra point attempt from the freshman Will Bowers. Luke Whaley for the hold, and the touchdown man, Seth Mullins, is going to be doing the snapping.
Yep, as we're waiting on the extra point attempt. Snap is back. It's down. Kick is up. And it is good. So with 10:22 left to go here in the first quarter, your score, Cyclone 7, Falcons 0. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsor.
Elizabethton High School football is brought to you by Citizens Bank. With locations throughout the Tri-Cities and Knoxville, Citizens Bank is the trusted partner to work alongside your business and family in accomplishing financial goals. As a family-owned bank founded and headquartered in Elizabethton, a big part of our success is your success. So stop by a branch or visit citizensbank24.com today and get to know the citizens in your community. Citizens Bank, member FDIC. What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area, and now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, now hiring at 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursinghome.com.
Visit Simply Elegant Bakery and Catering, downtown Elizabethton, for homemade baked goods and customized catering. Go Cyclones!
Ladies and gentlemen, back here at Citizens Bank Stadium where your Cyclones have just went ahead. Ready to kick off now. Kickoff brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. Looks like Rob Stouts already went to sleep tonight. We don't have an update, so we'll send this one out from Stouts Riverside Auto. Kickoff brought to you by that.
4-play, 70-yard drive for the Cyclones, 1 minute, 40 seconds, captained by Seth Mullins, 25-yard touchdown run.
Thank you, Wes.
Appreciate it, Wes, as always, as the kick goes out of bounds, so Volunteer will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35, and
don't want to see an out-of-bounds kickoff.
No,
I don't want to. I'm glad I talked over that one. I'm glad I talked over that one.
And it depends on who's running back there. Sometimes it's not too bad.
Volunteer has it 1st and 10 from the Cyclone 35-yard line with the penalty as they come out for their first offensive series.
You got tight end H-back to the right, twins left, pistol formation, and they're going to hand off to the tailback. Tailback's going to be hitting the backfield, and he might have got back to the line of scrimmage. He was tackled by a host, led by corner Eli Blevins and Mason Ball, and also in on his Justice.
If you don't have a receiver on this side, that cornerback creeps in there, and he's got a free shot.
He's that extra linebacker.
Yep. Let's get a few shout-outs here in between plays. Mike Fraley and Brenda listening, probably eating those ham and cheese sandwiches. Dr. Sam Brummett out in California listening. Terry Lee Lovelace in Siam. Scotty Austin, David Dean and Wally Bass. Judy Thompson, Larry Treadway, Hubert and Shirley Stansberry over in Winston-Salem.
Rolling out to his left, he's rolling, he's going to throw, and it's a quick throw, and it's one hop, and incomplete as he was met by not one but two.
Say it's complete.
Oh, there's no way. I guess he caught it off the turf. Looked like he bobbled it, but gain of 3 yards as he paid the price for it.
They got hammered.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead with the shout-outs here. We got Tony and Kathy Nave, Ricky Townsend, Elmer Sams, Kevin Sams, and Murfreesboro listening to us. Coach Tony Harden, John Walton, Adam Walton somewhere on the planet listening. Tim and Tammy Troutman, Judge Jimmy Goodwin, Armetta Woodby, Lee's Better Half, Ted Fields, John Burrow up in Crow Bottom, Steve Burrow listening out, Slater's Pasture, Tim Chambers, and Bart Webb.
Several more to get to after this plays. You got tight bunch formation, and they're going to look, they're going to throw it down here, check down to the He pays the price by Cam. Textbook tackle by Cam Baker.
Wow.
Textbook head across.
Oh, just absolutely. You saw that coming. He had a full head of steam.
The running back may go back there and talk to his quarterback.
Yep, so don't ever do that again.
Yeah, don't break me out.
4th down and 3 for Volunteer on their own 42. I don't see a punter coming out there. I don't know if they're going to try to go for it. Cyclones, somebody please tell the defensive line, do not jump offside.
Yep. A couple more quick shout-outs. We got Miss Donna Woods listening to us. We also got Irene Lewis, Jim and Ann Caldwell. Miss Crushak's listening. Marvin Dial. Mama's listening. We'll get some more after this play. Same formation as last time. And they'll go back and pass. Quarterback's back pass. He's looking. He's going to check it down, and he's going to be called. And
man, what a spot.
Got a generous spot. It's going to be across the 45 up near 46, and that's going to be enough for a volunteer first down.
And this is what we talked about. They've got nothing to lose tonight. So if they got to play, they're going to run it here.
Yep.
We got Preacher Yance listening to us tonight. Jennifer Jenkins, thanks again for that banana cream pie last week. Dennis Pierce, Bobby and Bonnie McKeon, Alan Goodwin and Austin listen. Miss Bullock up in Kingburg. Our stat man from the old days, Bob Sams, Ryan Curtis, Cloudy Gwynn, Patty Woodby, Erlene Marshall, and Mark Duggar for listening to us here tonight on WBEJ.
H-back to the right, twins left, pistol formation, and they're going to try tailback. Tailback's going to try to go to the outside, and he's going to fall across the 45 up near the 47-yard line and pick up one, bring up second down and 9.
Atlanta Hughes shooting through there and got a foot on him, get him down. So bring up second down and 9 for Volunteer. The ball is on their own 47-yard line. We're down to 7:05 to go in the first quarter. Score tonight brought to you, as always, by Bojangles. Your Bojangles score of the game. The Cyclones lead 7-0. Go buy Bojangles. Get your 2 sausage and egg biscuits for $5.
Yep. So break the huddle. So you're going to have tight end, single receiver right, tight bunch formation left, pistol formation. Now they're going motion from left to right and movement.
On them.
Should be against them because umpire threw it, so they're going to back them up 5 yards. So it'll give us time to get some more quick shout-outs. We got Coach Duggar listening. Jerry and Barbara Rumley's listening to us. We got Mitzi Afsher listening. Joe Laporte somewhere overseas listening to us tonight. And also got Cody Meadows. And we got Wayne Kelly and Mike Ward listening. Judy Deloach is here listening to us. And Mr. Jeff Gwynn is going to try handoff, and he's going to be upended by Mason Ball and also number 67, Landon Hughes.
At 44 in there, too, on that, as always, Ben Adams. They just both kind of pinched down that time. Able to get him on the ground. It's going to bring up third down. Loss on that third down and 13 to go for Volunteer. This play is going to be one of those they try to get enough yards to be able to go for it.
Yeah.
On fourth down if they can't get a first down.
Yeah, they're going to try to get at least half as they're breaking the huddle with about 12 seconds left. They're going to have a tight bunch formation to the right, twins to the left, tailback to the right side of the quarterback. The shotgun formation. Quarterback's got it. He's looking right. He's looking. Now he's going to throw it up, and he throws it over the head of the intended receiver to nobody. So it's going to bring up fourth down, and here comes the punting unit out.
Now that time in Volunteer, they had 4 receivers go out. The one guy go deep. The other 4 they didn't go any more than 10 yards, so they couldn't have got a first down if they'd caught it. So they were obviously decoys there, wanting to go deep on that. Didn't even look them off, so good coverage by the Cyclones. Brings up fourth down and 13 as the punt team comes on for the Falcons.
Whaley and Griffin back, standing right there on 25. He gets it away, and it's a quick kick, and Gerard gets it on the run about the 35. He's crossed the 40, jump cut to the 45, and he's still on the feet.
He's one more. He's gone.
Good block. He's crossed 45, 40.
He's gone.
Give him house call, Gerard Griffin, touchdown.
Yes, sir. Starts to the right, Tony. Comes back to the left where his blocking wasn't. He had 2 people to beat, and he just blew by the one, and he's in the end zone. Good block by Caleb Holzer out here to steal his edge. Yes, sir. Great job. 5:24 to go in the first quarter, 13-0. Great job by Gerard that time. Kind of got out of the mess in the middle out here where he can do his thing, and just like that, straight up the sidelines, and you saw the speed. As we're waiting on the snap from Mullins with Whaley to hold, Bowers to kick. As the Cyclones just continue, Stacy, special teams has just been a bright spot for the Cyclones. Absolutely. It's been brighter than they thought. Snap back, kick is up, and it is good. So with 5:24 left to go here in the first quarter, your new score, Cyclones 14, Falcons 0. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsors.
Now that cold weather is in the forecast, you need to be sure your heat pump is working efficiently to keep you warm this winter. Call Advanced Heat Pump Systems now and ask about getting a tax credit up to $2,000 when you install a new heat pump system for the upcoming winter season. Your home will be warm and cozy, and you'll have the comfort of knowing that you've saved a lot of money with a new heat pump from Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Call for a free quote at 926-2665 and also ask about available financing.
Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique in downtown Elizabethton has select spring and summer clothing on sale for just $20 each. Come in today and grab these $20 bargains for next spring and summer before somebody else does. And see the beautiful new colors Merle Norman has for fall in sizes 0 to 3X with new fall and winter merchandise still arriving. It's also a great time to shop early for Christmas. Ladies can also schedule makeovers for fall and winter formals. All this and more is available now at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique, 541 Elk Avenue in beautiful downtown Elizabethton. Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Citizens Bank Stadium where your Cyclones have gone up 14-0. Your Bojangles score of the game. Campbell's kicked that time much better. Lands about the 5, goes in the end zone for a touchback, so good job by Campbell. That kickoff brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. Small business shout-out to Barker's Drive-In. When you're up the creek, stop in, grab a burger and a shake. Thank you to Stouts Riverside Auto.
You got us a recap, Wes?
Yeah, that was one play, 66 yards, a 66-yard touchdown punt return from Jeriah Griffin right there. Second return touchdown of the year for Griffin.
Second return. Wow. As Volunteer breaks a huddle with 12 as they get one off late, so you got double tight, double H back, and they're going to try to run that here to the wide short side of the field, and he's going to be hit by Cam Baker, and also it looks like Zeth Mullins, and also number 19, Zach Wallen coming up.
You know, they're doing it on both sides. If they don't have a receiver, that cornerback's coming down there, and he's just getting a full head of steam. So they're getting in on a lot of plays backside. That's the trouble if you got a speedy cornerback. So if you're an offense, you got to account for that backside corner coming around and being able. If you string it out any little bit at all, they're going to get on you.
And now it's the exact same thing formation. Now they're going to the wide side of the field, and he's going to be hit by Ball, who runs down the line and hits him after he crosses the 25. And they're going to say he got up to about the 28. They're going to say the 29-yard line, so it's going to be a gain of about 4. So it's going to bring up third down and a long one for the Falcons as their wholesale changes coming in and bringing in about 4. They went to the old-fashioned huddle to try to slow the game down.
4 minutes 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Cyclones lead 14-0.
As they break the huddle with 4-3, they're going to have to, I don't know if they can get that off, Stacey. They're going to have a delay of game right here. And that should be a delay of game. Clock's at 0, but the referee's about 5 seconds behind. Anyway, he's struck, but the handoff is to number 0, Rutherford, and he's going to hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll be fall forward for no gain, so it's going to bring 4th down. Sorry.
Just keep an eye on those because this clock over here had 7 seconds when he snapped it. So
this one down here I was looking at 0, so that's why I said it's delay.
That may be why we mess them up because I was looking at the other one. So
they look like they're in sync now. Yep. So that's going to bring up 4th down and about 1 full yard for the Falcons. A couple more quick shout-outs. We got Richie Burrow listening. Taz Irwin is listening to it. And also Miss Frances Sam is listening. This time they're going to have to take a timeout. He's still over on the sideline. And indeed he does. So we'll go ahead and take a timeout with him. While we do, we'll tell you your score with 3:18 left to go here in the first quarter. Cyclones up 14-0. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsors.
Elizabethton High School football is brought to you by Citizens Bank. With locations throughout the Tri-Cities and Knoxville, Citizens Bank is the trusted partner to work alongside your business and family in accomplishing financial goals. As a family-owned bank founded and headquartered in Elizabethton, a big part of our success is your success. So stop by a branch or visit citizensbank24.com today and get to know the citizens in your community. Citizens Bank, member FDIC. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Citizens Bank Stadium. Has just had an announcement that Preacher Mike and his wife Eleanor, on the 15th of October, we're celebrating 52 years. God bless her heart.
The T-Man, Preacher Man.
Yep, congratulations to them as they come out under center to look for a quarterback sneak as they got 2 wide to the right. And again, they'll go fullback dive, and he's going to go over left tackle, and he's going to be pushed back. And the initial spot's going to give it to him at the 31, so it's going to be a first down for the Falcons as they went old school with I formation.
Yep. 2 for 2 on fourth down tries. Right, Wes? 2 for 2 for the Falcons. We're down to 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Your Bojangles score of the game. Cyclones up 14-0. Let's hit Bojangles full thing here for the first half.
Okay.
Go get you a Bo sandwich marinated with Bo's traditional seasoning, topped with savory mayonnaise, 2 thick-cut pickles toasted on a bakery bun.
Trips to the right, tight end left, and they're going to try to hand off to the rear, and the rear is going over the 31, and he's going to be hit right there and dropped immediately for no gain. So we'll call it second down and 10. So they're going to give him a yard, so we're going to call it second down and 9.
Cyclones here getting something they're trying to do a little bit to get ready for the playoffs. You see Eli Blevins come on, Cam Baker come off. You see it switch around. See Jariah come back on. See Luke Whaley come back in. Wallen plays about all the time there, but and Rollins plays over there. But you see getting some people in there,
getting some fresh faces, and this time they're going to hand off to Relaford. Relaford again's going to try up the middle. A helmet comes off, and he's going to cross the ball. 5:36. Yeah, everybody in front of him started hollering ball, but it was actually the helmet of number 41 Kent, who's going to have to go out for a play. He's will be replaced by number 67 Landon Hughes. Stacey, they got a good rotation. Coach Harrison's got on his front line. He's got 6 that he can rotate in and out, and all 6 of them can play 6 positions.
Got the starters, but you see Kent come in. You see 32 Blevins come in. So we're down to 1:28 to go here in the first quarter. Third down and 4 for Volunteers. Cyclones lead 14-0.
Yep, as Volunteers got tight bunch formation to the left, tight bunch formation to the right, jet motion from left to right. They're going to try Relaford again. He's going to try up the middle, and nope. That would be Eli Guess and company.
Ben Adams.
Said no, Ben Adams.
Mullins.
Yeah, you name it. But it was stopped for a loss of 1 yard. So we'll bring up fourth down, and we'll call it about a long 4, short 5.
You talk about old school. That tailback's about 8 yards behind the ball.
Yeah, under center.
He's got to run 8 yards before he ever gets the handoff.
Yeah, before he even gets it.
Look at that.
Yeah, he is. He's 7 yards back, so we're tight bunch formation, tailbacks I formation. Going jet motion. This time they're going to hand it to the outside, and Eli Blevins stays at home, forces him in.
Good job.
Come out with Landry Buckles, comes and cleans it up, and that's going to be a turnover down. So Cyclones will take it over after a good defensive play by number 11, Eli Blevins and Landry Buckles.
Yep, good job right there. String him on outside. Landry's there to fill in. They played that exactly like they're supposed to. The Cyclones are going to take it over on downs with 32 seconds to go here in the first quarter, leading 14-0. More importantly, they're going to have it first and 10 from the Volunteer 36-yard line.
As the offense coming out for their second series of the first quarter, you got tight bunch formation, both tight bunch formation, twins left and twins right. Holzer's your tailback to the right side of Rhett. Back to pass. Rhett's looking. He's looking. He's waiting. He's got him. He's got Luke Whaley. Give him 6. Touchdown.
Yes, sir. Perfect play, perfect pass, perfect route. The defensive back had no idea the ball was there. Luke puts his hands up, catches it inside the end zone. So about a 40-yard pass in the air by Flagel, who continues to be right on point. And number 15, Luke Whaley, continues to his resurgence as a receiver. So with 26 seconds to go, Cyclones are up 20-0 as Bowers come on to attempt the extra point, and the touchdown maker, Whaley, is there to hold.
Yep. Great job. The thing about Luke is when you watch him, you never know the ball is being thrown at him. As the snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. So with 26 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, your new score, Cyclones 21, Falcons 0. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsor.
The Rocky Top Garage Door Showroom is located at 401 Hatcher Lane, Elizabethton. Owner Mitch Parlier has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years, and Rocky Top Garage Doors is Elizabethton's Amar Lincoln door and linear and liftmaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if the garage door breaks, girls.
Call our Papa. Rocky Top Garage Doors, 518-1560.
That's Rocky Top Garage Doors, your automatic garage door dealer. Learn more online at rockytopgaragedoor.com. The Rocky Top Garage Door Showroom is located at 401 Hatcher Lane, Elizabethton. Owner Mitch Parlier has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years, and Rocky Top Garage Doors is Elizabethton's Amar Lincoln door and linear and liftmaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if the garage door breaks, girls.
Call Papa. Rocky Top Garage Doors, 518-1560.
That's Rocky Top Garage Doors, your automatic garage door dealer. Learn more online at rockytopgaragedoor.com.
Visit the Coffee Company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Citizens Bank Stadium where Campbell just killed one. It looked like it was going to go in the end zone. Took a cyclone bounce at about the 2-yard line and died. Volunteer had to pick it up because it's a live ball, and they smother him there. What a kick by Campbell there.
Coach Whitten liked that one.
Yep, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Falcons from the 5-yard line. That kickoff brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. Small business shout-out. Latham Farms, Farmers Market, Highway 91 in the Hunter community. Pumpkins, peppers, fall scene supplies, and more. Open Saturdays with expanded hours coming soon. Wes, you got a recap for us?
Yeah, one play, 36 yards. Rhett Slagle to Luke Whaley, 36-yard touchdown pass. Cyclones 21-0.
Making it easy on you tonight, aren't they?
Yeah, he likes it one possession.
I'll take it.
Yes, Volunteers going to have trips to the left end. It's going to be it's got to be. There's going to be a penalty against Volunteer, but they called a timeout first. They had 12 on the field, so we'll go ahead and take it with them. Before we do, we'll let you know your score. Cyclones are up 21-0. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsors.
There's more services than you can imagine at TLC Massage, 922 West G Street, Elizabethton. Owner Taylor Arnold has been a massage therapist for nearly 10 years and with her staff offers massages for relaxation and better health like cryotherapy to reduce inflammation. Lymphatic massage reduces swelling, helps rejuvenate, and removes toxins. Ask about Graston techniques to sugar scrubs, aesthetics, microderms, and more, which you'll also find online at tlcmassagetn.com. TLC Massage, 922 West G Street. Everybody needs a little TLC. Reed's Pharmacy, your locally owned pharmacy, provides all your prescription and over-the-counter medicinal needs on West Elk Avenue across from the high school.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. Coming off a Volunteers timeout number 2 in the first quarter. They had 12 men on the field, so they're elected to take a timeout. Trailing your Cyclones by a score of 21-0. They got it 1st down and 10 from their own 5. They got tight, double tight, wing back to the left, and they got the eye back deep in the end zone. He's going to try over the left side. He's going to be hit at the 5. He's going to drag forward as he pushes forward up near the 8, and they're going to mark him at the 10-yard line, so that's going to be a gain of 5, and that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter. Your score here at the end of 1 at Citizen Bank Stadium, Cyclones 21, Volunteer Falcons 0. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsors.
In this ever-changing world, personal service continues to be the #1 priority at Rainbow Realty and Auction. You can talk or visit with the sister-brother team of Judy or Dale from beginning through closing and beyond, and you can rely on them to guide you through any issues that might arise in the selling or buying of your property. Celebrating their 25th year in Elizabethton, Dale and Judy's knowledge and experience will get your property sold where others have failed. Call Rainbow Realty at 547-2800 or visit rainbowrealtytn.com. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Citizen Bank Stadium as we're getting ready to start the second quarter. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Falcons as they'll be going from right to left as you're listening to us at home on an absolute perfect night here at Citizen Bank Stadium. Week 8, week 2 of the homes. One more home game left. Stacy, it's hard to believe. As Volunteers got to tailback to the left I formation, and they're going to try over to the wide side of the field. Landry Buckles strings him out, and he's going to be mopped up by number 13, Bryson Rowland, and they're going to say he lost a yard. Great job by Landry that time.
Granted, Volunteers not Northview Academy, but they ain't getting nothing outside tonight. They're doing a great job scraping off. They don't have a receiver out there blocking, so our corners are able to get the read and go from the outside in. Last week we were going inside out. We had some diving tackles. I guarantee you they tackled that wheel down here this week until they were sick of it.
Yeah.
That stops the diving.
We got an official timeout as the clock never started, so having some type of issue with the clock. While we got a second, Stacey, let's hit some local scores, which were early. Most of the game's not kicked off. Sevier County's up on Daniel Boone 7-0 here in the second quarter. Dobbins Bennett 7-7 with William Blunt.
Let's see here. Maryville, Cleveland 7-0. And
wow,
Alcoa's over Scott 7-0.
Back to pass. He's looking. He's going to throw it up. And
that's a pass interference.
And
goodness gracious.
Zach almost still made the interception. That'll be offensive pass interference. Zach was pushed down. The ball was underthrown. He still almost made the pick.
That's about as good a pass interference as you'll ever see.
Yeah, that saved them right there. Now they're going to have to punt from their own end zone, see if we can
goodness gracious,
get a block on this.
He came straight down there. Didn't even try to hide it, did he?
No, he was his blade. Yeah, he would be.
Hey, if you're going to get 15 yards, get your money's worth.
That's exactly right. Don't hide it.
Pass interference. Watch out here. They could have another one. Take this one to the house because they're going to catch this ball somewhere around the Volunteer 40-yard line.
Yeah, so the punter standing in the back about 5 yards in the end zone, standing on top of the end, and you got Jeriah and Luke standing on the Falcon 40. Waiting on the snap as he gets it. He gets into him. He kicks it away. It's a high spinning kick that's going to land at the 30 and take a bounce and hit the 35 and roll down about the 36-yard line. So
you're kicked it in between them, didn't they?
Yeah.
They didn't know which one was going to get it.
I think he's just happy to get it away. It almost eat him up. So the Cyclones will take over 1st and 10 for our third possession of the first half, leading 21-0 from the Volunteer 36-yard line.
11:27 to go until halftime. Not a whole lot of time came off that clock that time on Volunteers' first series there in the second quarter.
Now, as the Cyclones break the huddle, you're going to have single receiver Whaley to the short side of the field. You got H-back to the left, Twins right, and Holzer's your tailback to right. Now we're going motion from left to right. And they're going to try Holzer to play fake. Good job, play fake. Gets it out to Baker. Baker stiff arm. He's at the 30. Good block by Eli. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Great block and downfield by number 11.
Great
Eli.
job by Cam Baker to get in the end zone, but he followed Eli Blevins. He hit that cornerback 3 separate times. Yeah. And that's what you want. Never held him, never took him down. Mr. Baker, you owe Mr. Blevins
yes,
a Coca-Cola after the ball game.
Yeah, as Coach Whitten meets Eli down there and gives him a high five as we're waiting on the extra point. Great play fake by Retz. Left him up. Good H-back route.
Yep. Make sure Bojangles score the game 27-0 as Bowers comes on to attempt the extra point.
Snaps down, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 11:16 left to go here till halftime, your new score, Cyclones 28, Falcons 0. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsors.
Fall weather brings back the fall flavors of milkshakes and ice cream to Jay's Corner, 216 South Lynn Avenue, Elizabethton. Come into Jay's and try the fall pumpkin pie or caramel apple flavored shakes now available. And Jay's has special flavors of ice cream for fall too. And of course, Jay's hamburgers, barbecue, smoked wings, hot dogs, subs, and salads make the perfect meal. And remember, Jay's is open Sundays 11 to 4, in addition to the Monday through Saturday hours of 11 till 8 p.m. See the full menu on Facebook or visit eatjayscorner.com. Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding areas for the past 37 years. Signature Healthcare offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. It has the best wound care and respiratory programs in town. Their facility is clean, the face is friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter the doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. Go Cyclones!
Visit Simply Elegant Bakery and Catering downtown Elizabethton for homemade baked goods and customized catering. Go Cyclones!
Welcome back here to Citizens Bank Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, where your Cyclones have just gone up 28-0 as Campbell approaches. Another good kick. Receiver's going to let it bounce, get it about the 5-yard line, up to the 10, 15, 20. Cyclones do a good job. They're going to stop him right at the 21-yard line. That kickoff brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. Small business shout-out. We'll go with Steve Burrow Lawn Service. Awful dry for him, so I'd say he's out putting fodder shocks and hay bales everywhere. Hope he makes enough money this week to buy Rob Stout some Mexican. He apparently wants it really bad.
He does. Wes, you got something for us?
Another one-play 36-yard drive for the Cyclones. This time, Slagle hits Cam Baker for the 36-yard score. Slagle 4 for 415 yards, 2 touchdowns for the Cyclones thus far.
That's pretty efficient right there. As the Falcons are going to break the huddle with twins right, they got I formation with H-back to the right. Now they're going to flip the H-back over. Now he goes back to the right. Now he lines up at tight end. Going jet motion from left to right, and it's going to be the delay game.
A little bit too much motion right there.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion on that one.
Like the play, delay of game on the Falcons.
Drop them back 5 yards. So it's going to bring up first down and 15. We're at 11-10 to go here in the first half. Cyclones up big 28-0.
As they come out, they're going to split the formation this time. You got single receiver right, single left. Still I formation, tight end to the right. And they're going jet motion from left to right. They're going to try to give it to the jet, and he play fake, and we don't bite on it at all. And he's tackled across the 18 up near the 19-yard line by a host. Take your pick. You got Eli Guess, you got Justice Wallen, Mason Ball, and even Andrew Blevins all in it. We didn't fall for the sweep.
No, they tried to do it. They tried to do a little fake on the jet there and hand it to the tailback, and they didn't even go for it.
No, it was just eye candy, and it brings up gain of 3. So they're going to call second down and 12 from the 20-yard line. 10:35 left to go here until halftime. Twins right, twins left. Shotgun formation. Tailback lined up to the right side of the quarterback. Quarterback back to pass. He's looking. He's running for 5. Mason Ball with the sack, and he fumbles, but he was down. But Mason Ball gets another sack. You know, Coach Whitten alluded to something, Stacy. If you watch Mason down versus standing up, he's a totally different player when he's down. He's so much quicker.
And if he didn't get him, Eli Guess was right there to get him when he didn't. So just an excellent job. You know, and they're moving Mason Ball around. You know, sometimes he's on the inside at tackle, sometimes he's at the end. So that's going to help down the road because they're not going to know where he's going to line up on defense.
Exactly. Yep, you're exactly right. So now they're going to play D tackle beside Ben. Andrew Blevins playing the other end.
Staying over here on the right side.
Yep. So you got H-back, single receiver right, single receiver left, high formation. And this time Mason gets it. He shoots through the gap and tackles him for another loss. Back to about the 7-yard line. Ball's just, he's just all over the place, right? He's a different player with his hand on the ground. He's so much more explosive.
If he's got him out there at the end, he tries to stand up.
Yeah.
You put him in there at tackle, he's got to put that hand on the ground, and he gets seems like an extra boost.
He does.
Just to bring up 4th down and 26 for Volunteer. Guy's about a yard back from his end zone on this punt with 9 seconds to go here in the first half. 9 minutes to go here in the first half.
Waiting on the snap, and it's a low snap. Bounces back to him. He gets it away. Blocked. It was blocked.
Pick it up.
And it's going to be recovered right at the 10-yard line. And that's where Cyclones will take over. Landry Buckles with his second block of the year.
Block punt. He got it. He almost come out of the end zone and got it. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Honey, I'm going to go ahead and say it's 1st and 10 for the Cyclones, and we'll call it a select 7.
Okay.
We only had one first down.
Yeah, that's true.
I think, and then we scored the rest. So we're going to call it select 7. They offer consumer loans, auto, boat, motorcycle, farm equipment, camper, ATVs, RVs, jet skis, personal loans. Select 7 Credit Union, helping you select a brighter future. They provide financial solution to their members' financial success.
Double H back, and this time Holzer gets it, and he runs through the arm tackle, and he's still driving his feet, and he's still pushing, and he's going up near the 2-yard line where we tackle a gain of 8.
He jerked his leg out from that arm tackle and almost takes it into the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down and goal from the Cyclones.
2nd and goal.
Looks like the ball is going to be
right at the 2.
Right at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, we got Double H back, single receiver to the wide to the left. Holzer's lined up to the left side of Slagle. Slagle gets, he hands it to Holzer. Holzer lowers his shoulder and gets in. And they're going to mark him short as big center.
Yeah, the 77 come around there and just fell on him.
Yeah, see, they clogged the middle. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and goal for the Cyclones right about the 1-yard line. And, you know, this is a point of emphasis. Coach Whitten wants to score without having to go beat package. Same formation for the Cyclone. This time, Holzer flips over to the right side. They're going to hand it to him. He's going to lower his shoulder and get into the end zone for a 1-yard touchdown run. Caleb Holzer. We got a flag.
Flag on the play.
Somewhere. Oh, I see it there, standing by the 2. Had to be thrown from the umpire, so we'll let them adjust and see what it is as they're conversing about it. It's going to be false start against the Cyclones. Another one of those 5-yard.
On the Cyclones.
Take the points off the board, still 28-0, your Bojangles score of the game. It's going to be 3rd down and goal from the Cyclones, but now it's going to be from the 7-yard line.
It'll be 3rd and goal
from the 6.
Yeah, from the 6.
So 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line as one of those penalties that you just absolutely drives Coach Whitehead and the line coach completely crazy. Double H back. Holzer's lined up to the left side. Whaley's out here one-on-one to the top side or the wide side of the field. Referee blows it in. Slagle gets it, play fake. He's got Whaley on the in-and-out route, touchdown. Give it to him. Yep. Yes, sir. Good pivot route there.
Comes inside, pivots back outside. Slagle hits him. You can see him looking at it, that one-on-one coverage. So just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it's 34-0. Your Bojangles score of the game with 7:31 to go here before halftime. Cyclones clicking on all cylinders, Tony.
Yep, and like you said, Luke Whaley, last week's game may have woken up Luke Whaley that we're accompanied to seeing. So waiting on the snap from Mullins and the hold from Whaley. Bowers with the waiting, snaps down, kick is up, and it is good. So with 7:31 left to go here until halftime, your new score, Cyclones 35, Falcons 0. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsors.
Is mobility an issue in your life? Do you feel restricted? Don't be held back. Visit Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment today for all your mobility needs. Trips to Gatlinburg, around town, or at home, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment can help. Reserve a mobility scooter today. Easy to carry and assemble, charged and ready to go with different colors to choose from. If you want to be on the move, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment can get you going. Reserve a scooter today that's clean, tested, and reliable from a name you can trust. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, Elizabethton. Now hiring. The original Ridgewood Barbecue is still owned and operated by the Profit family, inviting you to stop in for what is still the best barbecue in the Tri-Cities since 1948. Ridgewood offers barbecue pork and barbecue beef, plus many more items, so be sure to look at the whole menu. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only the Ridgewood offers Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. Drive in any day except Sundays and major holidays to the Ridgewood, Old Highway 19 at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton. Call 538-7543 for carry-out orders. Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
Job. We got
Evan Campbell on the kickoff there. Good job by him. He kicks it. Somehow he's getting that kickback on it.
That's
kicks
the
back.
Jason Carter.
That's the Jason Carter.
Backspin.
Puts a little spin, puts a little English on it. It bounces right in front of the receiver and comes back.
They don't even attempt.
They don't even attempt, and Cyclones are able to jump on it. So Cyclones are going to have it 1st and 10. That kickoff brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. Small business shout out to Simple Blessings downtown. great ice cream, Simply Southern shirts, and your favorite candy. Thanks to Scouts Riverside Autos. We'll give him that one out of bounds. Those last 3 kicks, one in the end zone, 2 of them with the kickbacks on there like that. We'll take it. So the Cyclones come out 1st and 10. They'll have it on the Volunteer 22-yard line, already leading 35-0, still with 7.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
Go ahead, Wes. Give us a recap. Slagle's he's been sacked as we're waiting on Wes. We got you now?
Yeah, got you now. Yes, 4 plays, 10 yards. Slagle to Luke Whaley, 6-yard touchdown pass. Slagle 5 of 5 for 121 yards and 3 touchdowns. Whaley 2 catches, 42 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Thank you, Wes. As always, you do a great job. Right side of the line, Stacy caved in that time as he was looking down the field. As you got trips to the left, Baker's you tight end to the right. Mullins is left. You tail back to the left. Now we're going jet motion from left to right. Blevins. Back to pass is
that's for Blevins.
He's got him. He's got him. Wide open. Even I could catch that one.
Great play call. Brought him in motion, lined him up at almost like an H-back. He just went down and out to the corner of the end zone. That defensive back didn't know what happened.
He was so wide open. He almost underthrew it. Great concept. As we're waiting on the extra point attempt again. This is a pretty efficient Cyclone offense. This is what I think Coach Wooden will be pleased so far is waiting on the snap. Snap down, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 6:46 left to go here until halftime, your new score, Cyclones 42, Falcons 0. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsors.
The Jewelers Bench has been a part of Elizabethton for 23 years. John and Sherry want to thank each of you for making it possible. The Jewelers Bench offers in-house repair services such as ring sizing, rhodium plating, chain repair, pearl restringing, and much more. Shop the very wide selection of quality jewelry on the Jewelers Bench website from the comfort of your home at jewelersbenchtn.com and find them on Instagram and Facebook. The Jewelers Bench, 104 Broad Street, Elizabethton, across from Hardee's. Now you can buy beautiful, fresh floral arrangements for any occasion at the Wildwood Flower Company, downtown Elizabethton. Nikki Stout is the owner of Wildwood Flower Company, which features a wide selection of fresh-cut flowers and floral arrangements, plants, gifts, and more. Whatever your everyday flower need is, including weddings, funerals, birthdays, and more, depend on the Wildwood Flower Company, 604 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Learn more about the Wildwood Flower Company by visiting Facebook and Instagram.
Visit the Coffee Company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Citizens Bank Stadium where Campbell kicks it. Good long kick. There's a block in the back here, but the receiver that time comes up and catches the ball. C.J. Mathis just barely missed him there, but he returns it all the way back to about the Volunteer 43-yard line. No flags on that. That kickoff brought to you, we'll simply say, by Stouts Riverside Auto. They're scoring so fast, Rob can't keep up with them tonight. We really appreciate them doing that. Go down there and see Rob and Everett at Stouts Riverside Auto and thank them for supporting Cyclone football.
Yeah, 2 plays, 28 yards for the Cyclones, capped by a 28-yard touchdown pass from Slagle to Eli Blevins. For Blevins, 2 catches, 61 yards and a touchdown. Slagle now 6 of 6, 149, 4 touchdowns.
Wow.
They're going to try to counter over here, and he's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage by number 28, Justice, and also number 4, Cam Baker. But good job by 44, Ben Adams, pitching it.
He's the smallest defensive end in East Tennessee, but he makes as many tackles.
He reminds me of Caleb Johnson.
Yeah, he really does.
He really does. Same body, same speed, same frame. He reminds me of Caleb Johnson. He is.
He uses his hands so well.
Yeah, as the Volunteer breaks the huddle, we're going to send twins to the right, tight end, H-back to the left, pistol formation, shotgun back to pass, and he's going to hand it, and he's going to be hitting the backfield. Stacy, that's a team that's just give up out there.
It is.
I mean, the quarterback just handed it, and you had 2 linemen standing straight up, and we're going to say a loss of 2, a gain of a yard, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 11. With 5:35 left to go here in the halftime, it's all Cyclones. 42-0. I mean, as a coach, what do you say down 42-0? I mean, what do you?
Got a little dead air there because I'm sitting here thinking, if I was Volunteers coach, what do you do?
Yeah.
You stay in the huddle till you got about 5 seconds to go and try to come out here. We got a play stoppage. Cam Baker's got to come off and cover the knees up.
Yeah, that's going to be a point of emphasis. So he's going to be replaced by Roland, who had a couple of plays off. So you got twins left, twins right. Tailback to the left side, back to pass to the quarterback, and he's going to be throw it over here to Ivan. Come on, Ivan, catch it.
Ivan Sanders over here, if he didn't have a camera in his hand, he'd have caught that one.
Yeah.
Had a little stunt going on there.
Relaford is incomplete.
We had number 44, Ben Adams. Well, that kind of went on the inside loop on that one, and on the outside, the guard didn't know what to do, nor the tackle, and I mean they were all over him.
Lateral.
It's a lateral. So it's going to bring up fourth down. They've got no legitimate choices. It brings up fourth down and 29 to go.
Whaley and Griffin deep.
See if they get it.
That's where it's at. It's fourth down. It's 20. It's about 30 to go.
About 30. As it snaps back, kick is away, and it's a high spinning kick. That Luke's going to get it to 50, and he bobbles it, and shoo! Thank goodness. Mm-hmm. That would, could have been bad as he bobbles it at 50, but he gets forward to the the Falcon 48-yard line where the Cyclones will take over first and 10 in Falcon territory at their own 48.
It's one of them birds, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of them. One of them flying fouls.
Yeah. Select Seven's bringing you these first down. They offer CDs, money market accounts, vacation, Christmas club accounts, free checking, free online banking, free Visa check card, and free online statements.
See if Jeriah can get something here. Twins right, twins left, and they're going to hand it to Mullins. Mullins is going to be hitting the backfield, and he's going to be drive forward for a gain of only 1.
Coach Whitten's got 2 to Whaley, 1 to Jeriah, and 1 to Eli here. It's probably going to feed this back a little bit here.
Probably. Baker's got 1. I don't think Jeriah's caught 1, has he? Jeriah's got the punt return. Yeah, that's right. He had the punt return. He's not caught 1 yet. So you got twins left, twins right. Mullins to the right side. Trying to draw them off sides. Looking over to Coach Whitten. Play clock down to 8. We're going to have to hurry and get the play off. Play clock at 5, 4.
Look over here.
3. You got, now it's 12, and this one says 1, 0. We're going to have to get on the same pages. It's a quick in cut for Jeriah, and he's going across the 40, down the side to 38, and that is enough for a Cyclone Select 7 first down. They were off again.
Yep.
12 seconds off that time.
Chiron kind of limping there a little bit. Starting right guard for the Cyclones. Let's see if he's okay. Looks like he is.
Yeah, as Chiron comes off, he's been replaced by Andrew White. Got trips left. Back to pass gets it out to Cam Baker. Cam Baker on the middle screen. He lowers his shoulder, delivers a shot to the corner, and he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25 down about to 23 as we got an injury over there on the Volunteer sideline. So we'll go ahead and take a timeout with them while they're working on the injured receiver. Before we do, we'll tell you it's all Cyclones, 42-0. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsors.
Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans are available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business, checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by Elizabethton Federal's offices in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Mountain City for more information. Apply for a mortgage or account online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever, WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. As the injured Falcon was number 10, Anderson, who got off on his own power. So Cyclones come out. Well, they're going to have twins to the wide side of the field, tight end to the right. Luke Whaley, single receiver to the boundary. Mullins is your tailback to the right side of Slagle. Slagle back to pass. He's looking. He's got Jeriah on the corner pattern. Touchdown. Oh, no. Good play by the defensive back as Ball was just slightly underthrown, as it was a great corner out by Jari.
He had him, the cornerback. I'm not even sure he knew the ball was there. He was beat so bad he was trying to catch up. I think the ball may have bounced off his shoulder there just a little bit.
Broken up by number 5, Caden LaFollette.
LaFollette in on the breakup. So we're going to go second down and 10 for the Cyclones from the 23-yard line, leading 42-0. Now we got twins right, tight end to the right, single receiver Whaley still lined up to the boundary left side of the field. Mullins gets it, he breaks it across the middle, and he's going inside the 10, still driving, and he's going down inside the 5, and he's going to be tackled at about the 4-yard line, but not before he gets enough for a select 7 Cyclone first down.
It's been the big boys.
And goal, Cyclone.
Here comes with the double H package, and Whaley's going to be your single receiver. He's lined up to the left or the wide side of the field. Mullins is your tailback.
Bring in Hall and Woodby in there at double H.
Yep. So you got Hall and Woodby, and it's going to be counter blocked by Mullins. Mullins gets it, and he's going to be tackled. He's going to fall forward for maybe a gain of 1. So that's going to bring up second and goal from about the 3.
Brings up second and goal.
2:45 to go here before halftime. Cyclones up. Your Bojangles score the game 42-0. Cyclones lead, trying to add to that.
Quick snap, hand it to Mullins. Mullins lowers his shoulder, goes into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Seth Mullins.
Touchdown.
Easy. Yep, easy for him. Good job by the Cyclone line that time. That wasn't the beat package. As you said, Coach Whitten wants to try to be able to score a little further out with the double H. Good job by the Cyclone. Bowers comes on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Whaley. And the snap by Mullins.
Cyclones put on the clinic. It snaps down, kick is up, and it is good. So with 2:35 left to go here to halftime, your new score, Cyclones 49, Falcons 0. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsors.
Hermitage Health and Rehabilitation is a newly remodeled 70-bed skilled facility in Elizabethton. With a reputable therapy team offering physical, occupational, and speech services 7 days a week, their Rehab to Home program focuses on the goal of returning residents to their home, re-energized, and with more mobility. Schedule your tour today at Hermitage Health Center, 1633 Hillview Drive, Elizabethton, 543-2571.
Warm up before you go to the remaining football games with Johnny Red's Hot Chicken at Dino's Restaurant, downtown Elizabethton. Ask your waiter or waitress for more information on Johnny Red's Hot Chicken, or enjoy the hot Italian entrees like lasagna, spaghetti, ravioli, and others, or even the numerous American favorites like hot hamburger steak with mashed potatoes and gravy, or even a ribeye steak. On Fridays and Saturdays, Dino's also offers a 10-ounce prime rib dinner with salad and side. Dino's, downtown Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, open from 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Reed's Pharmacy, your locally owned pharmacy, provides all your prescription and over-the-counter medicinal needs on West Elk Avenue across from the high school.
Better than ever, WBEJ.
Gentlemen, welcome back to Citizens Bank Stadium, where your Cyclones lead 49-0. 2:27 to go. Campbell kicked off about a 10-yard return by the back, right to the 32. That kick was brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. Small business shout-out to Brian Fraley at Square Plate Catering. He does it at your place, and it just tastes better on a square plate. Sheriff Mike Fraley approves. Thank you to Stouts Riverside Auto.
7 plays, 49 yards. Zeth Mullins, 3-yard touchdown run there for the Cyclones.
Took an eternity that time, 7 whole plays to score. Volunteer's going to try a counter, and he's going to be hitting the backfield. Tailback's going to be hitting the backfield. He's going to fall across for maybe a gain of 1.
On the carry, met first by Justice
Wallen and also Landon Hughes.
Play's going to take us under 2 minutes to go.
Brings up second and 9.
Before halftime, second down and 9 for Volunteer.
As they still got Mason. Now Mason, this time he flips over playing left defensive tackle. So you got Ben, defensive end, Landon Hughes at right tackle, Mason at left defensive tackle, and Andrew Blevins stand up end. Trips to the right, tailback to the left to the quarterback. Quarterback going to try another counter. He's going to try to string it out to the wide side of the field, and he's going to be hit by run down by Andrew Blevins and also Caleb Holzer, holding to about a 2-yard gain, so we'll bring up 3rd down and about 7 from the 35-yard lines. We're right at a minute and a half left to go here for halftime, and we've got a infraction with apparently with the knee pads or something, as the referee sending one of Volunteers' players off for equipment infraction. He's going to be replaced.
They called that thing all year long. When we get to playoffs, it's only going to be worse.
You're exactly
They
right.
need to tape those things on or something.
Well, the key to it is you wear black short back pants, you put on black tights. You can't see it. It's all an illusion. Wear white pants, wear white tights.
That takes us down. We've still got 53 seconds to go. They're still in the huddle. It looks like they're going to call their final timeout and not run a play here.
Yeah, and we'll go ahead and take it with them. But before we do, with 41 seconds left to go here until halftime, Cyclones 49, Falcons 0. We'll be back after this 30-second word from our sponsors.
A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and the larger your paycheck. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. With so many programs to choose from, you can start here and go anywhere. Northeast State also has flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home, helping you balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Football on FM 107.9, AM 1240, WBEJ, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Citizens Bank Stadium. Well, we got about 47 seconds left till halftime. It's been all Cyclones from the get-go, Stacy. It's been very efficient offense, not wasted any play defensively, made some adjustments. I think Coach Whitten will overall be pleased with the defensive efforts the first half, and we'll see what Wes has got with the first half recap and the stats to see if it backs it up.
Got Riddle over there playing the corner. They've done a lot of shifting, a lot of substitution on defense, so good job for the Cyclone defense.
And they're going to try to hand it off and trying to go to the short side of the field. Relaford is still on his feet, and he goes across the 35, and they're going to mark him up near, give him a generous spot at the 30, about the 38, bring up 4th down, and we'll call it 5, as we got 32 seconds left to go here until half an ice. I'll be surprised if Volunteer runs another play.
It's 4th down there. There's no reason for them to take a chance. They're just kind of standing there. They're not going to, so we're down to about 13 seconds to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and send it back to the station here as your Cyclones, as the first half ticks down, all Cyclones, 49-0, your Bojangles score of the game. We're going to send it back to the station for this 2.5-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have some first half stats with Wes. Then we'll have This Week in Cyclone Football with Coach Ryan Whitten. And following that, we'll have our Cyclone Spotlight tonight. Two good interviews that we did this week with 2 Cyclone players. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors here on WBEJ, your flagship station for Cyclone football.
The original Ridgewood Barbecue is still owned and operated by the Profit family, inviting you to stop in for what is still the best barbecue in the Tri-Cities since 1948. Ridgewood offers barbecue pork and barbecue beef, plus many more items, so be sure to look at the whole menu. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only the Ridgewood offers Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. Drive in any day except Sundays and major holidays to the Ridgewood, Old Highway 19E at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton. Call 538-7543 for carry-out orders. The Jewelers Bench has been a part of Elizabethton for 23 years. John and Sherry want to thank each of you for making it possible. The Jewelers Bench offers in-house repair services such as ring sizing, rhodium plating, chain repair, pearl restringing, and much more. Shop the very wide selection of quality jewelry on the Jewelers Bench website from the comfort of your home at jewelersbenchtn.com and find them on Instagram and Facebook. The Jewelers Bench, 104 Broad Street, Elizabethton, across from Hardee's. Now you can buy beautiful, fresh floral arrangements for any occasion at the Wildwood Flower Company, downtown Elizabethton. Nikki Stout is the owner of Wildwood Flower Company, which features a wide selection of fresh-cut flowers and floral arrangements, plants, gifts, and more. Whatever your everyday flower need is, including weddings, funerals, birthdays, and more, depend on the Wildwood Flower Company, 604 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Learn more about the Wildwood Flower Company by visiting Facebook and Instagram. Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans are available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business, checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by Elizabethton Federal's offices in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Mountain City for more information. Apply for a mortgage or account online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area, and now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, now hiring at 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursinghome.com. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ.
Jim, welcome back here to halftime at Citizen Bank Stadium. We're at all Cyclones. We're glad to be joined by the best stat man in the business, Mr. Twangbanger himself, Wes. Wes, go ahead and give us a first half recap and rundown, please, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. It was all Cyclones there, offensively, defensively, special teams, you name it, in the first half there. Elizabethton scored on 7 of their first 20 offensive plays in the half, and actually just ran 20 plays in that first half and scored on 7 of them, so that's pretty solid half there for the Cyclones. Opened up the game. Slagle had a couple of first down passes, and Zeth Mullins rumbled for a 25-yard touchdown, 4 plays, 70 yards in the first drive. After holding Volunteer to a 24-yard punt, Jeriah Griffin then followed up with a 66-yard touchdown on a punt return, made it quickly 14-0 Cyclones. Elizabethton held Volunteer on another 4th down stop, and it just took one play for Slagle to find Luke Whaley for a 36-yard touchdown to cap the first quarter, 21-0 Cyclones. Volunteer was forced to punt on their first drive of the second quarter, and then it just one play again. Slagle again for 36 yards this time, finding Cam Baker to make it 28-0. Blocked punt on the next Volunteer drive was blocked by Cyclone Landry Buckles, and it just took a couple plays there for Cyclone. Slagle found Luke Whaley for a 6-yard touchdown. Kickoff, and then what can you say? The kickoff, the ball was right in front of the return man. He didn't touch it, and then it just took a Cyclone bounce backwards, and C.J. Mathis recovered it. 2 plays later, Slagle hit Eli Blevins for a 28-yard touchdown. That made it 42-0. After another Volunteer punt, the Cyclones had their longest drive of the half. It was 7 plays, 49-yard drive, capped by Zeth Mullins, the second touchdown of the half, a 3-yard score, and that game made it 49-0 here at the half. For the Cyclones, 228 total yards of offense. To be 49-0, you'd think you have a little bit more offensive yards in the half, but it's just because the Cyclones have played such good defense and got the ball in great field position all night. 228 yards total offense. Rhett Slagle, 8 of 9 for 174 yards and 4 touchdowns. He completed 8 of his first 8 passes there. Combined rushing 9 plays for 54 yards, led by Zeth Mullins, 6 carries, 51 yards, and 2 touchdowns. In the receiving game, 4 players have 2 catches. Cam Baker, 2 for 51 and a touchdown. Eli Blevins, 2 for 61 and a touchdown. Luke Whaley, 2 for 42 and 2 touchdowns. And then Jeriah has 2 catches for 20 yards there. Only 5 first downs for the Cyclones. Here's the best, one of the better stats that we've, knowing our penalty problem the last few weeks. 1 penalty for 5 yards in the first half for the Cyclones. That is an absolute low, but it's awesome work across the board for the Cyclones tonight. And defensively, what can you say just about the defensive effort? Holding Volunteer to 15 total offensive yards, only 2 first downs. 8 yards in the passing game, only 7 yards in the ground game on 23 carries. Mason Ball just been in the backfield. The sacks there, just an incredible half there defensively. Leading Volunteer, Keelan Relaford. We called his name. You called his name a lot tonight because he's had 16 carries for 26 yards, but. The Cyclones, other than Relaford, that's really the only bright spot that Volunteers had, offensively, because the Cyclones have just been all over the field making stops, and, you can name after name of guys who've just been in the backfield with the defensive line. But really shout out to Mason. Mason's had four tackles for loss, including a big sack there. That sack was a 10-yard loss. Just a total team effort again, special teams, defense, offense. What can you say?
Great. It's amazing. score on 7 of 20 plays.
Yeah.
Scoring 7 touchdowns, 20 plays. That's pretty amazing. Wes, as always, we appreciate what you do. You're the best stat man for a reason. We appreciate it. We'll go back to the station for this quick break. When we come back on the other side, you'll get to hear our interview with Coach Ryan Whitten on This Week in Cyclone Football. And then also you'll get to hear senior number 68, Corey Green, and also junior number 50, Seth Campbell, with the Cyclone Touchdown Club presents This Week in Cyclone Athletics. Well, all that coming back after these words from our sponsors.
Now that cold weather is in the forecast, you need to be sure your heat pump is working efficiently to keep you warm this winter. Call Advanced Heat Pump Systems now and ask about getting a tax credit up to $2,000 when you install a new heat pump system for the upcoming winter season. Your home will be warm and cozy, and you'll have the comfort of knowing that you've saved a lot of money with a new heat pump from Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Call for a free quote at 926-2665 and also ask about available financing.
Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique in downtown Elizabethton has select spring and summer clothing on sale for just $20 each. Come in today and grab these $20 bargains for next spring and summer before somebody else does. And see the beautiful new colors Merle Norman has for fall in sizes 0 to 3X with new fall and winter merchandise still arriving. It's also a great time to shop early for Christmas. Ladies can also schedule makeovers for fall and winter formals. All this and more is available now at Merle Norman Cosmetics and Boutique, 541 Elk Avenue in beautiful downtown Elizabethton.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest, from your first car loan to your first small business loan, we're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
The Rocky Top Garage Door Showroom is located at 401 Hatcher Lane, Elizabethton. Owner Mitch Parlier has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years, and Rocky Top Garage Doors is Elizabethton's Amar Lincoln door and linear and liftmaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if the garage door breaks, girls.
Call our Papa. Rocky Top Garage Doors, 518-1560.
That's Rocky Top Garage Doors, your automatic garage door dealer. Learn more online at rockytopgaragedoor.com. Green Tree Motors is open in a new location, 2234 West G Street, Elizabethton, specializing in good and clean cars, trucks, SUVs, motorcycles, RVs, even boats when they're available. Terry Arnold and David Sindrick invite you to stop by and see their great-looking new business facility, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9:30 to 2. Terry Arnold has been in the auto business since 1982, and David offers you 25 years of experience. Terry and David tell it like it is, so come see them at 2234 West G Street and visit the website at greentreemotorstn.com.
Visit Simply Elegant Bakery and Catering downtown Elizabethton for homemade baked goods and customized catering. Go Cyclones!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to halftime here on WBEJ. Tonight we have This Week in Cyclone Football with Coach Ryan Whitten. Coach Whitten finished up the T.A. Duggar season last week, so tell our listeners a little bit about how the season ended and how the game went with Bristol.
Yeah, so we finished with 8th grade night. We 34 8th graders got to celebrate with their families before the game. So it's a big class than we're normally used to. Early kickoff, 5:30 against Bristol, and we ended up winning. Jumped on them pretty early, right from the beginning on the offense side of the ball. Our defense has played really pretty good all season long, but held them. They were in kind of the wing T formation, so we had a good plan for them, stopped them, and then jumped on them pretty quick. Threw Bryson Blevins, threw a couple passes to Aldo Cordell, Ryan Jones, Calix Daugherty, Lennox Loveday, and got us going on and through the air. They kind of finished up with a win, and then ended up losing the JV game 8-6. So it was kind of a heartbreaker there. But both teams finished 7-1. Big Ten Conference, we finished second place. Obviously, we want to finish first.
Tell our listeners a little bit about how many players did you have out in 8th grade and in 6th and 7th grade?
Yeah, we're out at 93 this year, so we had to extend all the numbers we could and get them all out. But we hold about an 85-man roster pretty much the whole season. So through the junior cycle program, and a lot of kids come out for the first time. So in 6th grade, I tell everybody right now, there's two ways of doing things. You start when you're 5 years old and play all the way up, or you can come out 6th, 7th grade and join the team that way. So I think there's ways to do it.
every single game you have more players out there than any team we play, do you not?
Yeah, we usually, we have a varsity and a JV. They all practice together just like the high school team does. And then we split up 5 or 10 minutes beforehand to get ready to go. So whatever the 8th graders are running, we try our best to get the 7th and 6th grader to run as well, defensively, offensively, so they can compete at a high level.
You know, you're talking about you got 34 8th graders. If I'm not mistaken, and my memories are 22-2. Was that the record for 3 years?
Yeah. Every time we get beat, we're getting beat by the eventual champ. So that's a hats off to their program. But I think that those 2-3 programs, they make each other better, duplicate what we're doing here with the program being the same. And
that's going to lead way into my next question. You was talking about going all the way down, doing it the right way. The Junior Cyclone program, a lot of those, as you said earlier, a lot of those kids went from flag all the way up through Mighty Mites, grass cutters, junior Pee Wee, went into the high school level. When you step back and you take a moment and you look at the progression that these kids do, it's amazing what these kids, how much attention they've got and what they also can learn.
Right, and at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want them to hear us, Black Thunder a million times, so then when they get, it's second nature. When they're in Walmart, someone says thunder, they don't think of rain, they think of block down, kick out, let's go, roll the guard. It is cool to see the first group, this group, the 8th graders, they're really kind of Brandon's group that he started when you started back the program, the Junior Cyclones, through the Boys and Girls Club, and now with us starting our own program, a 501(c). So it's exciting to see, and now they're getting ready to graduate to the high school. And
now, Junior Cyclones. Speak a little bit about it. It wrapped up last week. Tell our listeners a little bit about how it ended up.
Well, we got 250 athletes in our team on our 5 teams, and then we were right about 110 on the flag team. So right around 400 athletes competing, and then you got a whole new group of cheerleaders, and then girls flag. So 2 teams got knocked out last week: the Cyclone Black Junior Pee Wee and the Cyclone Orange Grass Cutters. We host Saturday. We host the playoffs first round. We got 3 undefeated teams. Cujo's team, Rusty Chambers' team, is the Mighty Mites. They play, I think, Greenville. The Grass Cutters play, I think, Bristol, and then Coach Witten's team plays Kingsport. So it's kind of a wild variety of teams that we're all in, though. It's pretty cool that they only have 1 and we have 3. So it's going to be an exciting day for Saturday. You lose, you go home now, just like it is when the playoffs go in football. And that's why I tell kids all the time, you get one shot at it. Yep. In football, it's not a best of 7 or anything like that. So, our guys will be ready to go. And they've got to practice all week this week on the turf under the lights. So, I love it when time changes and you're still playing. That means you're doing something right.
Yep. It's exactly right. When it gets dark early, doing something right. Yeah. And those games are at 9, 11, and 1.
9, 11, and 1. Yeah, 2-hour breaks in between. Yeah.
Ryan, we always appreciate it. Welcome here to halftime of tonight's contest as we got the Cyclone Touchdown Club spotlight. We got number 50, Seth Campbell, number 68, sorry. I about called you 50. Corey Green. Guys, appreciate you taking time to join us tonight. Louder. You got to be louder than that.
Thank you.
All right, we'll start off with the question. Both of you coming in with 3 years starting on the I think both of you started for the last 2 or 3 years on the offensive line.
I mean,
it's your first one.
It's my first year.
I've been a starter for 2 years.
But you've been in there.
I've been around, yeah.
Talking to Coach Pierce and working with Coach Pierce and then working with Coach Whitehead, what's the 2 things different between the 2 and also what's very similar?
Coach Whitehead, he's a more chilled out dude. You get Pierce, you mess up, it's like he's into you, you
old school.
Yeah, he's old school. Some of the similar things is they both they work with you and they want to get you better no matter what. They'll bring work with you and they'll set time during practice. Coach Whitehead this year, he worked with me and coaching on our pass sets.
Good.
I'm just gonna kind of repeat off what he said. 2 very similar people. The only goal both of them had for all of us was just to make us better, better competitors, better teammates. And just like he said, 2 totally different people. One more chilled out, relaxed, and Pierce, he kind of high-tempered, Yeah. It didn't take much to set him off.
Yeah, he was a little high-strung, but super intelligent.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He is. Think we're
great guy and great coach.
Yeah, he is. Now, if we're looking back as the seasons went along, like the Johnson City game, we was firing on all cylinders. Then Morristown, we struggled just a little bit more coming on. as the season goes on, weather gets colder, they're going to rely on you Hogs a little bit more to allow the running game, to open the running game up. How do you all feel like that you're starting to settle into your role now that Rainwater's back?
I think we're starting to settle role because the more we play with each other, we're getting into it more. Like we're starting to like understand how we play and what like who communicates more and who doesn't communicate more. Like Josh, he's always communicating no matter what. He's pointing stuff out. We got like Rainwater and Wyatt. They're saying like what techniques we're running. We're calling out outs now. It's starting to progress and we're starting to roll.
Overall, having Rainwater back has been a big part in our offense. You know, great player. He can play anywhere on the offensive line. He literally can play any position. And he's a big part of our offense, big communicator, big playmaker. Makes a lot of big blocks for us.
And the good thing about it is you all can get a break in the series. Yeah. One of you can get a break for a series so you're not having to play all the series.
Yeah. That gets us a good rotation going.
All right, guys, let me ask you some questions for our listeners tonight about playing offensive line. It looks like you just come up there and put your hand down and block whatever's in front of you. It's not like that anymore. So being an offensive line in this Cyclone program, what is the hardest thing about playing on the offensive line? We'll start with you.
I'd say the hardest thing is, honestly, I think it's going against our defense in the practices. Like, our defense is top-notch, best, in my opinion, best defense in the whole state. Like we go against our own defense. It's getting us better every day, and, you know, can't say much more than that. We have a great defense. Makes us better each and every day.
Same thing with our defense. Like, I've been doing just those guys for a whole year. Ben Adams, like, I've been studying his game for this whole year because I've been doing diss him. Sometimes he still diss me with his moves. And even from by doing against him to PAT, like that's the hardest PAT I've done against. Those guys come right at me. I've not had a guy come at me like they have at practice.
Okay, good. All right, what's the reverse of that? What's the easiest thing about being an offensive lineman in this Elizabethan program?
You go first. I gotta think about that one.
Something easy. You know, I think being a big guy for like me and Cookie, it's kind of easier to like get on people and get a block. So I feel like it's kind of easier for us to block smaller guys that we've gone against. And I just same thing. I guess where Ben Adams is a smaller guy, he's kind of fast. It's helped me progress in blocking faster people.
I'll have to go pretty much kind of what he said there. It's just a lot easier. In my opinion, I like pass set and pass blocking. I feel like it's a lot easier than trying to get on guys trying to run blocking because, you know, you got all kinds of crazy slants and everything where, you know, you're pass set and you kind of get back and read what everybody's doing. You know, pick it up easier.
Last year, your starter, you played. It took a while to kind of mesh last year. Y'all were there on day one this year. For you, not only on the offensive line, but as a team, what feels different about 2023 than 2022?
Overall, I think we just have a much better team chemistry this year with each other. Like during like the off season and the summer, we just like bonded with each other and like had better relationships with each other. Where last year, everybody was kind of scrambled around. Not a lot of people knew what they was going to be playing, what they was going to be doing, and everything was just crazy last year. But this year was a much better year, a lot better team chemistry, better team player relationships. It was just a lot better here.
And that started way before the season started.
Yeah, this started off season.
Go ahead.
That's the same thing I said. We start off in the off season. We go hang out. We go eat because, you know, we like to go eat.
I can tell.
we all like find a place. We all make a place and we'll go
likes to eat too.
We'll go around, hang out, like we'll go places, senior meal, like a lot of us offensive linemen are seniors, so we'll go hang out and eat at places and stuff. So our chemistry's built more, I guess, together than it has ever been.
All right, final question. We've asked this of especially the seniors. So this is for you, Corey. You think about this. Your Cyclone, at the end of your Cyclone career, what do you want to be known as your legacy? And Seth, what do you want to be known as leading up to now? So when somebody looks 5 years, 10 years down the road, they're going to say Corey Green was what?
I want them to know that I was a guy who would come in the weight room and who'd give his all to the team. Like, no matter what, like we be down by how many points you ever want to say, and I'm still going to be hitting the guy in front of me, not quitting, never giving up.
Seth, what do you want to be known as? You still got one more year to work on it. What do you want to be known as?
I just want to be known as a great team player and a hard worker. You know, somebody who dedicates everything to this program. Somebody who comes to work every day, never gives up. Someone always striving to be better each and every day.
All right, gentlemen, we appreciate you taking time out. As always, we enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it listening to us. We'll go back to the station for these words. When we come back, we'll have the second half kickoff here from Citizens Bank Stadium, right after these words from our sponsors.
If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
You know just how good the chicken wings, pork, and other foods taste at the Tri-City's best Jay's Corner in downtown Elizabethton. The secret is Jay's Dust Dry Rub. And now you can buy Jay's Corner's Dust Dry Rub and take it home and sprinkle or rub on all the meats and vegetables you cook at home for the unbeatable Jay's Corner taste. Dust Dry Rub is an all-season flavoring and seasoning, and it's available for you to buy independently for home cooking. Stop by Jay's Corner today for your own Dust Dry Rub. Jay's Corner, 216 South Lynn Avenue at F Street, Elizabethton. The menu is online at eatjayscorner.com. Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Citizens Bank Stadium as we're getting ready to start the third quarter with your Cyclones on top 49-0. We hope you enjoyed the interviews that for Coach Ryan Whitten and also with the two Cyclone players. Stacy, you got is Rob awake now?
No, he's not awake. Okay. So I'm gonna recycle one of his old ones, see if he's done anything yet. South Riverside Auto Small Business shout out. Go see Chris and Kelly at Dempsey Jewelers. I'm not sure Rob's ever been in there, but he needs to go.
He heard about it.
Yep.
Kickoff is going to be placed about the 5. He's across the 10, 15. He's going to be hit by Jesse Whitehead before he even reaches the 20-yard line. Great tackle by Jesse, who's a former guest. And they're going to mark him right at the 20s. We're going to have a running clock right here. As we're going to have some new faces in, as you got number 48, Kyler McGovern, coming in playing one defensive end. You'll have Jesse Whitehead coming in to play linebacker.
Alex Riddle over here at corner.
Yep, Alex. You also got Billy Woodby playing, no, still Justice playing linebacker. Jari and the other Wallen playing your safeties. Tight bunch formation to the right, I formation, or pistol formation, single receiver left. And they're going to try a jump cut, and he's going to be hitting the backfield, and he's going to go across the 20 up near right after his line of scrimmage. They're going to say no gain. So second down, it brings up second down and 10 for the Cyclones.
Number 48,
Tyler McGovern in on the tackle there for the Cyclones. Second down and 9 for Volunteer. Running clock. We're going to go fast here, so we're down to 10:35 already to go in the third quarter. Cyclones up big, 49-0.
Same formation. This time they slip over to the tailback, slips over to the right. Go try a counter. He's trying to go to the wide side of the field, and good job by Jesse Whitehead to push him in right to the teeth of the defense, stopped by Whitehead and also McGovern, number 48.
Good job by McGovern that time. 2 tackles in a row there. Good job by Whitehead getting around there, coming back in. He was in on the tackle.
Yep.
You'll bring up third down and 10, another no gain. Ball's on, we'll call it the 19-yard line of the Falcons.
As this time they're going to go balance formation, twins left, twins right, and tailback lined up to the left side of quarterback in shotgun formation. Back to pass. He's looking. He's under pressure. He throws. Oh, in and out of the hands of Justice. He'll never get another one that easy.
The former tight end drops it.
Yeah, you guarantee it that at the Wallen house he'll live hard over that.
Yep. Right into his hands, but it's going to bring up fourth down for Volunteer. Fourth down and 10. The ball's on their own 19-yard line, so they're going to have to punt as Luke Whaley and Jari going to line up at about their about the Volunteer 45-yard line. Got some pretty good pressure on him the last couple of times. We'll see what he does this time.
Yep, waiting on the snaps. Snap gets back there. It's a little low. He gets it, and he gets it away, and it's a high end-over-end kick. Dry gets it, and it's 45. He backpedals across 48 and jump cut and be tackled right at the 43. And here comes the flag, and that's going to be a block in the back.
Yep, going to be a block in the back.
Yep. Yeah, the old saying is if you can see the back of the jersey, don't touch them. But
back judge saw something because he threw that.
He threw that from almost Walmart.
He did. Clock's going to continue to run even on the penalty, so Cyclones hold them on 4 downs there, but when they get the ball, it's going to be about 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's going to be a block in the back against the Cyclones. Penalties decline, a personal foul, targeting, or a crackback block.
Crackback block, yeah.
Yep. On the Cyclones. So it's going to back 15, so that's something that they're trying to get away with, or to do away with in high school, is the blind side block, or the old crackback, as us old-timers remember it. So that's going to take the ball back into Cyclone territory to about their own 40-yard line. As Slagle's back in at your quarterback, you won't have ball in at tight end to the right.
10 Cyclones from the 40.
Twins to the left, tight end to the left. Holzer's your tailback to the right side of Slagle. Holzer gets it, and he's going to try to bounce it outside, and he hits it, and he goes north and south. So he's across the 50, and he's going down inside Falcon territory to the 48, and that is enough for a select 7 Cyclone first down.
It'll be first and 10.
Cyclone's got Justin Whitehead now out there, one of the receivers. As Tony said, got Ball and Hall, Mason Hall and Ball in as tight end, double tight.
Yeah, and Riddle's in at your other wide receiver, and this time they're going to try Holzer to the left side. And he gets it, and he's across the 40. He's still on the feet, down and be tackled inside the 36-yard line, and that's going to be enough for another select 7 Cyclone first down.
It'll be
First and 10 from the 36-yard line of the Falcons. 6:52 to go here in the third quarter. Cyclones up. Your Bojangles score the game 49-0 over the Volunteer Falcons.
Double tight, single receiver, both left and right. Holzer, the right side of Slagle. Slagle gets it. He's going to hand it to Holzer. Holzer's going to try the left side. He cuts and goes north-south. He's down the side to 30, down the side to 25, and he's going to be tackled at the 24, and it's enough for another select 7 first down.
Cyclones trying to go fast here. Got a timeout. Official timeout?
Injury timeout.
Injury timeout.
So we got an injured Falcon down. So let's go ahead and take a break with them. So we'll go back to the station for this 30-second break. But when we do, we'll tell you Cyclones 49, Falcons 0. We'll be back after this 30.
In this ever-changing world, personal service continues to be the #1 priority at Rainbow Realty and Auction. You can talk or visit with the sister-brother team of Judy or Dale from beginning through closing and beyond, and you can rely on them to guide you through any issues that might arise in the selling or buying of your property. Celebrating their 25th year in Elizabethton, Dale and Judy's knowledge and experience will get your property sold where others have failed. Call Rainbow Realty at 547-2800 or visit rainbowrealtytn.com. Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding areas for the past 37 years. Signature Healthcare offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. It has the best wound care and respiratory programs in town. Their facility is clean, the face is friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter the doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. Go Cyclones!
Visit Simply Elegant Bakery and Catering, downtown Elizabethton, for homemade baked goods and customized catering. Go Cyclones!
Gentlemen, as the injured Falcon was number 6 Austin Class, who's being helped up. So our thoughts and prayers go out with that young man. So it's going to be first and 10 Cyclones from the Eagle 24 with 6 minutes left to go here in the third quarter, leading 49-0. Holzer, jump cut to the outside. He's going to be going down inside the 25, down inside the 20, where he will be tackled after a gain of 5.
The Cyclones are wanting to go fast here. They're calling it from the line here, trying to
trying to get some type of tempo maybe.
Yeah.
Put something on film.
Yes, sir.
Same formation. You got tight end left, tight end right, single receiver left and right. Now Holzer flips over to the left side of Slagle. Slagle in shotgun formation. Slagle's going to give it to Holzer. Holzer's going over the right side. He goes down the side to 15, down the side to 14, down to the 13, and that's enough for another select 7 first down. 1st and 10 Cyclones inside the orange zone from the 13-yard line.
5:15 to go here in the third quarter. Cyclones lead 49-0. Just content to run the ball right here.
Yep.
And what they're doing is they're getting some of the blocking schemes down for the offensive linemen.
Exactly. Is trying to work on the double tight pack. Same formation. This time Rhett pulls it, and he's going to hit Mason out in the backfield. Out in the backfield, Mason goes across the 5 into the end zone. Give him 6 as there's a little tight end release out in the flat.
Yes, sir. Content to run it until you try to do that. They've been trying to get Mason out there all year on that little release from a tight end. That time it works. Close enough to the end zone. Mason takes it in to make sure Bojangles score the game 55-0. With 4:35 to go, clock continues to run as Bowers comes out to attempt another extra point.
It's Caleb Campbell.
Caleb Campbell comes out. Okay.
I just seen Luke Bowers. That's why I said that.
Okay.
As Campbell's going to be in, tip the extra point with the snap from Mullins and the hold from Wadley. Snaps down, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 4:36 left to go here in the third quarter, your new score, Cyclones 56, Falcons 0. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsors.
Is mobility an issue in your life? Do you feel restricted? Don't be held back. Visit Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment today for all your mobility needs. Trips to Gatlinburg, around town, or at home, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment can help. Reserve a mobility scooter today. Easy to carry and assemble, charged and ready to go with different colors to choose from. If you want to be on the move, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment can get you going. Reserve a scooter today that's clean, tested, and reliable from a name you can trust. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, Elizabethton. Now hiring. Carter Finance proudly supports the Elizabethton Cyclones. Come see the friendly people at Carter Finance for a cash loan. You can get a personal and confidential loan as small as $100, or if you need more for bill consolidation or home improvement, Carter Finance makes both home and land loans too. Carter Finance will also pay off your high-cost title loan or check advance. Call 542-2177 or come by Carter Finance at 412 Railroad Street, Elizabethton, and go Cyclones! For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Citizens Bank Stadium. I had a new kicker on the kickoff, Logan Dillo. Keeps it to about the 20. The Falcon takes it on the bounce, runs it back to the 30. That kickoff brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto. Small business shout out. We've lost Rob for the night. He must be in bed. This is the Hunter Business Center, home to Magnolia Hair Salon, Sweet Peas Nail Salon. Coming soon. Check them out on 783 Highway 91 in Stony Creek. South Riverside Auto. Wes, you got a recap on the scoring drive there?
Yeah, absolutely. 6 plays, 60 yards for the Cyclones. Mason Ball, 13-yard touchdown grab there from Slagle.
All right, Wes, we appreciate it. We got a lot of new fresh faces out there, so we'll try to get them in back to passes. Quarterback's going to throw, and it's in and out of the hands. As we've got freshman outside linebacker number 45, Uriah Matheson. We also got number 26, Billy Woodby. We got one corner out there is number 86, Jason Kane. Who else we got, Stacy? Got Jesse.
Got Alex back here at safety. Alex Riddle at number 14 at safety. Jesse Whitehead over on the other safety.
Yep, so we got twins right, tight end right, single receiver to the left. We got several more. We'll get you right after this play. And it's going to be a high snap, and they're going to try to hand him off, and he's going to be tackled by Landon Hughes and also Andrew Blevins. So it's going to be a loss of about 2, so it's going to bring up third down and about 12 for the Falcons. We're at 2:40 left to go here in the third quarter. It's been all Cyclones, 56-0. He's got Landon Hughes coming out, and he's going to be replaced by number 78, sophomore Josh Oberdeck. You also got Kyler McGovern playing one defensive end. Andrew Blevins playing the others. Volunteer breaks the huddle. You're going to have trips to the left, single receiver to the right short side of the field. Running back lined up to the right side. Quarterback back to pass. He's looking. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be called, and it's going to be tackled by number 21, Tucker Taylor, after a gain of about 6 yards. So it's going to bring up 4th down and about 5. We're going to mark it right at the 35-yard line.
Tackle made by number 21, Tucker Taylor.
So now we got outside linebacker coming out, and you got number 30, Sam Osborne, sophomore, outside linebacker coming in. Tucker Taylor, sophomore, playing cornerback on the far side.
So they're going to try to go for it, Tony, at 4th down and 5.
Nothing to lose. They showed they'll gamble a little early. So we got trips to the left, single receiver to the right, tailback to the right side of the quarterback. Quarterback back to pass. He's looking right. He's looking. He's going to throw, and it's going to be hit up here to 40. He's across 45, and he's going to be tackled about the 46-yard line, but not before he gets enough for a Falcon first down. That ball hung in the air a long time, Stacy.
Came around here, was able to get around.
Yeah. You got
the substitutes here.
Go ahead. You got them.
Number 23, Jack Blevins, coming in. Number 20, and who we got up here at the top?
Whitehead, 17. Justin.
Justin Whitehead.
Yep. Justin Whitehead in. This is
1st and 10 down here, all the way down to 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Cyclones up big, 56-0.
Just waiting on the snap from out his high snap. He gets it. He's going to give it to tailback. Tailback's going over to the right side, and he's going to be tackled for maybe 1 yard loss. He was tackled by number 41, Matthew Kent. And also in on the tackle was number 30, Sam Osborne. Billy Wood be in on the tackle also. That's play. Game clock's down to about 10.
Bojangles score the game 56-0. Cyclones. Bojangles brings you 2 sausage and egg biscuits currently for $5. Bo sandwich, which is marinated with Bo's traditional seasoning, topped with savory mayonnaise. 2 thick cut pickles toasted on a bakery bun. So that's going to do it for your third quarter, ladies and gentlemen, where your Cyclones are up big 56-0. We're going to send it back to a word from our sponsors. When we come back here on WBEJ Radio, your flagship station for Cyclone football, we'll have your 4th and final quarter.
Hermitage Health and Rehabilitation is a newly remodeled 70-bed skilled facility in Elizabethton. With a reputable therapy team offering physical, occupational, and speech services 7 days a week, their Rehab to Home program focuses on the goal of returning residents to their home re-energized and with more mobility. Schedule your tour today at Hermitage Health Center, 1633 Hillview Drive, Elizabethton, 543-2571.
Warm up before you go to the remaining football games with Johnny Red's Hot Chicken at Dino's Restaurant, downtown Elizabethton. Ask your waiter or waitress for more information on Johnny Red's Hot Chicken, or enjoy the hot Italian entrees like lasagna, spaghetti, ravioli, and others, or even the numerous American favorites like hot hamburger steak with mashed potatoes and gravy, or even a ribeye steak. On Fridays and Saturdays, Dino's also offers a 10-ounce prime rib dinner with salad and side. Dino's, downtown El Capitan, Elizabethton, open from 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Reed's Pharmacy, your locally owned pharmacy, provides all your prescription and over-the-counter medicinal needs on West Elk Avenue across from the high school.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Citizens Bank Stadium, where it's going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Falcons from right at midfield. In your 4th and final quarter, we'll have some local scores of interest here in a few minutes as the Falcons break the huddle. You're going to have trips to the right, single receiver left, tailback line to the right side of the quarterback. Quarterback rolling, he's looking out right, and he's going to throw, and it's going to be intended receiver is going to catch it, and he's going to be tackled at 45. He's going to fall forward to the 44, and that's going to bring him about 1 yard short. Tackle by Justin Whitehead. It's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
They're going to go to it as the clock's down now to 10:55 to go here in your ball game. Cyclones up big 56-0. Give you a couple scores here. Unicoi County is getting beat at halftime by Claiborne County 26-7. Tennessee Highs over Cott County 21-16 at halftime. Cloudland's pulling away from Cosby almost at halftime, 36-14. Happy Valley 38-12 over Cumberland Gap.
Under center, and this time we're going to try a tailback. He's going to be going down inside the 40, still on his feet. He falls forward down to about the 36, and that's going to be enough for a Falcon first down. You got some more, Stacy?
Yep, got Sevier County over Daniel Boone, 21-7. South Green and Eagleton Academy tied at 6. Morristown West over Crockett, a little closer than what we thought in the third quarter, 26-13 Morristown West. And at halftime, UNACA's up 14-0 over North Green. Dobbins Bennett 25, William Blunt 14. Scores brought to you by Coach T. We'll give you some more when this game winds down. All the way down to 9:50 to go in your ball game. Cyclones up 56-0. Falcons have it first and 10, though, on the Cyclone 37-yard line.
Tight bunch formation of the right. This time we'll try a counter, and running back's going to try to go outside wide, and Eli Blevins Andrew Blevins, sorry. He's going to be tackled in the backfield for about a 5-yard loss. So let's bring up second down to 15. Is when this game's over, Relaford's going to he's going to be sore, Stacy.
Yep, he is. He took a pounding tonight.
Yeah, he has. He's been about the only thing that they've relied on. So it's going to bring up second down and 15 from the Cyclone 42-yard line. It's been all Cyclones by a score of 56-0. While we got a second, we go ahead and after this play, I'll tell you about our great first down sponsor, Select 7. Falcons going to have a tight bunch formation to the right. And this time a high snap, they're going to give it to Relaford. Relaford's going to be hit in the middle, and he's going to be tackled by Matthew Kent and also number 45, Uriah Matherson, in on the tackle. Select 7 Credit Union celebrating 75 years of helping you select a brighter future. They offer consumer loans, auto loans, boat, motorcycle, farm equipment, camper, ATVs, RVs, jet skis, and also personal loans. They also offer mortgage loans such as 10, 15, 30-year, first mortgage loans, home equity lines of credit, and unapproved property loans. They have free checking, free online and mobile banking, free Visa check card, and free online statements. They also offer direct deposit, payday advances, mobile deposit, 24-hour fraud protection, instant issue of debit cards. If you live, work, worship, or attend school in any of the 7 counties, which are Carter, Washington, Unicoi, Hawkins, Sullivan in Tennessee, and in Virginia, you got Scott and Washington County, Virginia, you can become a member. We go where you go, Select 7 Credit Union Mobile Banking. We got a timeout on the field, so let's go ahead and go back to the station for this 30-second break. When we do, we'll come back and have the last 7:47 left to go in the ballgame. It's all Cyclones, 56-0. We'll be back after this 30.
A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and the larger your paycheck. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. With so many programs to choose from, you can start here and go anywhere. Northeast State also has flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home, helping you balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions.
Visit the Coffee Company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here at Sismic State. We got some new Cyclones. You said number 83, Brock Shelby in. And back to pass is quarterback. He throws it up and throws it out of bounds, the intended receiver. Who else did you say, Stacy, you seen?
Number Brock Shelby in. We've also got
brings up 10-14.
Kane.
86, Jason Kane in.
Jason Kane in, freshman, in playing linebacker.
We also got number 81, Riley Jones, playing defensive end, sophomore. I think that's about the only new substitution we've seen. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 14 after the incomplete pass. The Volunteers going to elect to go for it. So they're going to have twins right, twins left. Tailbacks lined up to the left side of the quarterback. Quarterback in shotgun formation, waiting to snap. He gets back. He's looking. He's going to throw, and it's going to crawl in and out of the hands of the intended receiver on a on the drag across the middle. So the Cyclones will take over 1st and 10 from our own 41-yard line.
Cyclones lead 56-0, 6:41 to go with the running clock here. We're going to try to get you who they send out this time on offense. These kids work hard. Let's see who we got. You got to kind of think that you're going to see Justin Whitehead come in at quarterback this time.
Let's see, you're going to have Big J Moorfield in. You got number 77, Tanner Peltzer. You also got number 88, Blaine Tolley in. You got, as Stacy alluded to, Justin Whitehead in. C.J. Mathis in at tailback. We get some others we'll get you here after this play. So we'll hand it to C.J. C.J.'s going over right side. He lowers his shoulder. He breaks it back across the middle, up near the 44, and they're going to say he got up to the 45-yard line, a gain of 4.
Number 34, C.J. Mathis on the carry.
You also got number 78 over it. We got number 60, Cooper Atkins, in playing one line, and 88, Blaine Tolley playing one tight end. Riley Jones playing the other tight end. So we got double tight, H-back, single receiver left, C.J.'s your tailback. Play Pate, and going out here to Riddle. Riddle gets it, and he's going to spin inside the 50 and go toward the 49-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a select 7 first down. As Riddle comes in, comes out, he's going to be placed by number 84, Ethan Gregg. Gregg lines up at receiver to the short side of the field. Still got double tight. H-back left. Mathis left side of Justin. Justin high snap, he gets it, and C.J. lowers his shoulder. He's driving his feet down inside the 45 or 46. He will tackle right at that 46-yard line. So a gain of 4. We'll call it second down and 6. Is we got number 29, William McDuffie in replacing C.J. We also got Billy Woodby coming in at one H-back. Same formation for your Cyclones. And this time McDuffie gets it. McDuffie's going to fall across the 45, still on his feet down near the 43-yard line. Pick up a 3, so we bring up third down and 4.
Takes us down to 4:25 to go in your ball game. Cyclones lead 56-0. Going to bring up third down, and we'll call it 4 yards to go for the Cyclones.
McGovern in, would be out now. Gregg goes to the wide side of the field. Tailback to the right side, Duffy's to the right side, and they're going to hand it to Duffy across block, and he's going to be hitting the backfield, and he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. They're going to say he gained a yard, so it's going to bring up fourth down and about 3 for the Cyclones, as we're at under 4 minutes left to go.
46, Aiden Cole coming in, freshman for the Cyclones, coming in at the wide out. Fourth down and 3. Cyclones are going for it here with 3:44 to go.
Mathis back in at tailback. Mathis is going to he's going to go wide to the right. He's going to be hit and drugged down from behind, so they're going to say he lost about 2 yards. So turnover on downs, the Falcons will get it from their own 44-yard line with 3:25 left to go, trailing your Cyclones by 56-0. Stacy, we can go ahead and talk about 2 weeks now. I think we're far enough ahead that we can start to mention looking forward for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, let's wait till after the game so we got something to talk about. Okay. It may take us that long for West to do the recap here, though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. You know, Cyclones got to be happy with their performance here tonight as we're down to 2:55 to go. Got the same defensive unit as we had the last time as Volunteer comes out. 1st and 10. Ball's on the Cyclone 44-yard line, or the Volunteer 44-yard line.
And this time they'll hand it to Relaford. Relaford's going to be hitting the backfield, and he got to the original line of scrimmage, and he falls forward. He got through somehow, and he falls forward for a gain of about 5 yards up to the 49-yard line.
Uriah Matheson coming in for the Cyclones on the defensive line. 86, Jason Caines back out there at one of the linebacker spots. As number 30, Samuel Osborne comes out.
So the Falcons are going to break the huddle, going to trip to the left. Now they go in motion, so it'll be twins left. Tight end, single receiver to the right, deep pistol. And they're going to give it to the running back, and he's going to be hitting the backfield, and he's going to be tackled by Kyler McGovern, number 48, sophomore Kyler McGovern.
Yeah, good job that time. Good, takes him back all the way back to the 45-yard line. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Falcons as we're down to 1:35 to go in your ball game. Good job that time.
Has McGovern out and being replaced by number 50C Leaf Erbach, another freshman. Stacy's freshmen have come up through the T.A. Duggar system. They look pretty polished to come in. They know the plays. They know the plays. You're exactly right. Break the huddle. So we're going to have twins left, tight end right. Tailback lined up to the right side of the quarterback. Play clock down to 10. Game clock at 1:08. Volunteers in no hurry to snap the ball. He snaps it, and he's going to hand it Relaford, and Relaford's going to try to go across 45, still on his feet, and he's going to be tackled up near the 49. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 5 as Big J comes in to plug the middle. He's going to plug the middle. That's all. That's his job. Yep. You plug the middle. So we got 40 seconds left, so they'll have to run one play.
They have to run one, but the referees mercifully held the play clock back just a little bit.
Yeah, so they got to – there's 1 second differential between the two. Play clock's at 24, game clock's at 25, so they've got to run one play.
Come out with trips to the left, tailback. They're going to let it run all the way down.
No, if he gets snapped, we hand off to the tailback, and tailback's going to be tackled in the backfield. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be the end of the ball game as your Cyclones improve to 8-0 on the year, and more importantly, 5-0 in the conference. We'll go back to the station for this 2-minute word from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll have Wes with his breakdown and recap of the second half. Then we'll have a breakdown, and hopefully we can get the head ball coach up here to get his opinion. All that coming up after these words from our sponsors.
Always remember, Eagle Center Antiques at 507 East Elk Avenue in beautiful downtown Elizabethton has 2 levels of store space for you to shop for antiques, books, jewelry, coins, collectibles, home decor, and much more. Things tell a story when people no longer can, so be sure you see all there is to see by shopping both upstairs and downstairs at Eagle Center Antiques, located at the corner of Elk Avenue and Armed Forces Drive in beautiful downtown Elizabethton. Owned by Tammy Troutman, who invites you to come in any Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5. The law office of Cameron L. Hyder has moved to 605 East Unaka Avenue, Johnson City. Cameron Hyder will still serve clients throughout Carter County at the new location, so if you need legal advice and service in criminal law, family law, wills, estates, probate, or general civil law, contact Cameron L. Hyder at 631-0327. That's 631-0327. Cameron Hyder is also accessible by email at hyderlawoffice@gmail.com. Cameron L. Hyder, attorney, now serving you at 605 East Unaka Avenue, Johnson City. People love to shop Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321 in Hampton. Lanny Peters is Hampton Pharmacy's owner and registered pharmacist who invites you to bring in your prescription for quality medicine with fast service. Hampton Pharmacy accepts all major credit cards and Medicare Part D and is always available for consultation and counseling, plus provides computer printouts for tax filing. Hampton Pharmacy is an authorized case knife dealer and has a wide selection of greeting cards for all occasions at money-saving prices. Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321, Hampton. October 15th through December 7th is the open enrollment period for Medicare beneficiaries to choose a different Medicare enrollment plan. Call or stop in at Elizabethton Insurance Agency, downtown Elizabethton, and let the professionals help you choose the Medicare enrollment plan that's best for you in the new year ahead. That's October 15th through December 7th for Medicare open enrollment. Let Elizabethton Insurance help you find your best Medicare coverage. Elizabethton Insurance Agency, 328 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton, also best for homeowners, auto, and business insurance. For all your landscaping needs, including landscaping installation, new yards seeded and strawed, landscape maintenance, and whole house debris cleanups and removal service, contact Jason Bowling at B&G Landscaping Elizabethton. Jason Bowling has been providing landscaping and lawn maintenance for years and also provides mulching and trimming and even junk removal services. B&G has it all, so no matter what your landscaping need is, call Jason Bowling at B&G Landscaping Elizabethton, 512-1036, your top solution for complete care of all your landscape needs. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
Better than ever country. WBEJ AM/FM, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Citizens Bank Stadium, where your Cyclones are victorious tonight by a score of 56-0 over the Volunteer Falcons. Got Wes Hostfall with us. Wes, why don't you give us a second half scoring summary and go ahead and give us the stats for the ball game, please.
Yeah, just in the third quarter there, the Cyclones had the lone score of the second half. A 6-yard drive was capped by a 13-yard touchdown pass from Rhett Slagle to Mason Ball there, and that made it to 56-0. Just overall dominant performance for the Cyclones tonight, 304 yards offensively, but Rhett Slagle was 9 of 10 for 187 yards and 5 touchdowns passing. He completed his first 8 throws of the game. Just on the ground, in the receiving game as well. There was 6 different players that caught passes in the game. Eli Blevins, 2 catches, 61 yards and a touchdown. Cam Baker, 2 catches, 51 yards and a touchdown. Luke Whaley, 2 catches, 42 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jeriah Griffin, 2 catches, 20 yards. Mason Ball, the 1 catch for 13 yards and a touchdown. And Alex Riddle, 1 catch for 6 yards and a touchdown. The ground game, 19 carries, 111 yards for the Cyclones tonight, led by 7 carries for 57 yards from Caleb Holzer. Zeth Mullen, 6 carries, 51 yards, and 2 touchdowns there. Just an overall great game, and we talked about it earlier, only 1 penalty tonight for the Cyclones, 1 5-yard penalty, so really buttoning up that. Defensively, there was 16 stops that were either 0 or negative yards for Volunteer. Just an incredible performance across the board for the Cyclones. Only gave up 49 total offensive yards. Volunteer ran the ball 35 times and only came out with 17 yards on the ground. Wow. 4 first downs is all they had tonight. Their quarterback, Jackson Mowell, was 5 of 12, 32 yards. But just an overall standout effort there for the Cyclones tonight.
Yep, just amazing. And, we talked about it, Tony and I talked about it at the beginning of the game. We'd like to see maybe 1 or 2 penalties. That's exactly what we got. 1 5-yard penalty ended up not being anything that was detrimental to the Cyclones. So just top to bottom, an outstanding job tonight.
Yep.
Wes, as always, buddy, we appreciate you there with the stats. You're the best in the business, and we appreciate those in-game summaries too. So we're going to send it back to the station for more words from our sponsors and our post-game show. When we come back, Tony and I will talk some more about tonight's big victory in conference over the Volunteer Falcons with the score of 56-0, and now we can finally start talking about the Green Devils from Greenville, and we'll do that when we hear from our sponsors here on WBEJ.
Custom Muffler and Brake is a full-service auto repair shop. Bring your vehicle for any mechanical work you might need, whether it's major or minor, to Custom Muffler and Brake at 700 South Sycamore Street, Elizabethton. Check your vehicle's fluid levels and recharge your air conditioning system now for the cool comfort you want in your automobile. For Custom Muffler is EPA certified to service AC machines. Remember, any auto repair you might need is available at Custom Muffler and Brake, 700 South Sycamore Street, Elizabethton, your Jasper engine and transmission dealer.
Hello, this is Justin Deaton, pastor of Eastside Free Will Baptist Church, and we'd love to have you come out and join us for one of our Sunday services or Wednesday night Bible study services. We start at 9:45 on Sunday morning for Sunday school, 10:45 for worship service, 6 o'clock on Sunday night, and then 7 o'clock for our Wednesday night Bible study. Once again, this is Justin Deaton with Eastside Free Will Baptist Church, cordially inviting you to come and be with us. God bless you. I hope you're enjoying the game, and you have a great rest of your evening.
In an ever-changing, fast-paced real estate market, you need local agents who have knowledge and experience of the local market. Jay Crockett and Shauna Weddle with RE/MAX Checkmate have a proven record of success in handling all aspects of your real estate needs. Jay and Shauna put their expertise, hard work ethic, and nationally backed RE/MAX advertising to work for you to obtain results. For any of your real estate needs, call Jay Crockett at 341-6884 or Shauna Weddle at 946-2068 or the RE/MAX office at 282-0432. Go Cyclones and continue to make our community proud. Hot dogs are just $1.87 each. With tax, that makes them $2 a piece every day, Monday through Saturday, at Reynolds Grocery in the Keenberg community, Old Bristol Highway, Elizabethton. Don't forget about all the other convenience foods and drinks at Reynolds Grocery, where the outdoorsman will find a large selection of new and used firearms and ammo. Tim Reynolds is Reynolds Grocery. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 3 on the Old Highway 19E in Keenberg. Also serving you as a Tennessee lottery retailer. Reynolds Grocery.
To ensure Elizabethton will keep growing and thriving through the years, it all begins with a good education. The Elizabethton City School System is always thinking of how to improve your child's future. When a good education can take you as far as you want to go, you need dedicated educators and administrators to encourage, enlighten, and challenge. Support local education. The rewards are endless. A reminder from the Elizabethton City School System.
Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Citizens Bank Stadium on a victorious Cyclone night as they win 56-0. We're graciously joined by the HBC head ball coach coming into the game. Thing that stuck out to me and Stacy talked about, only one penalty.
Yeah, we've really worked hard to try to clean up a lot of areas. Even in a game like tonight, we wanted to be efficient and be clean, and I think we did that, especially in the first half.
Let's talk a little bit about the efficiency on the offense tonight. You spread the ball around, the receivers. Wide receivers continue to block, as good as those touchdowns were and so forth, but to watch Eli Blevins, he blocked that guy 3 different times on the touchdown here in this end zone. So just a very efficient, good job by the side.
Yeah, I mean, that's the things we've really worked on, the things we've really preached. It's good to see that. We actually showed some film in our pregame, about relentless effort, about making the big plays, and we've had a lot of things that we've not been able to run for whatever situations, but guys really stepped up tonight, really came through, and it's good to see us spread the football around and execute, really be crisp on offense.
Let's talk a little bit too about the defense tonight. Just absolutely phenomenal job by all 3 levels: the defensive line, your linebackers, and also the defensive backs tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we just we want to get back to being that style. We were only one game away from playing a really good football team in DB, and then last week it just got off to a really slow start. But want to get back to that standard. We've had hard practices. The guys have really sacrificed over fall break. I mean, we try to get physical and get back to our style. We understand that it's not about ball plays, it's about ball players, and just really get back, good against good, be efficient, pad leverage, hands, eyes, and feet, and we did a good job at that. So things we continue to preach is just getting off the ball, winning your one-on-one battles. Obviously being a good football team, you got to be able to run the football, stop the run, and execute our plays when we need it to. So, our guys have done everything we've asked them to do. We're at this point. We're 8-0, should be 9-0. I mean, we're right where we need to be, so we got to finish this thing off the right way.
The 3 plays that stuck out to me most of all, of course, over the series, this was the 2 kicks. The 2 kicks that was perfectly placed. The first one, it went into the end zone from Caleb, and then he comes back and he hits a wedge shot, and it back kicked it to 2, and we come down and got them at the 5. I know that's something that we preached, that you preached over and over and over.
Well, special teams are an integral part, and then getting these guys. Caleb is going to be, field position is going to be critical in big football games, and then tonight was really good weather. And, Caleb in warm-ups kicked a 54-yard field goal. I don't know if you saw that, but he does have a leg. And, so it's good to see us do that. We got a lot of starters playing on special teams. Guys really want to. Our cohesive's tight. Our unity's where it needs to be. So, we just got – let's get these players on here, Tony and Stacy. You guys talk to me all the time. Hey, you guys, come on in here and get this going. We'll get these guys on. I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it. We got Mason Ball and also Rhett Slagle coming in. We'll go ahead and get Mason first. Mason, you played a well of a game tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It seemed like at every time we was looking up, you was either in the backfield making a play, or you was causing the quarterback to hurry up and or the running back to move directions or something. I mean, you was just all over the place.
Thank you.
So coming into the night, me and Stacey has alluded to it. For us, watching up here, when you're down, you're so much quicker than when
coming
you're
out of the
standing
stands.
up.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Does it feel more natural when you're down?
Yeah. I stand up usually when there's a tight end on my side because it's overloaded, so you don't want to get washed in. It's usually why I stand up. But yeah, coming off the ball, I'd like to get in my Nick Bosa stance with the arm back, shooting off, coming off the end. Ain't Nick Bosa yet, but yeah, for sure. But yeah, for definitely coming off the ball is a lot quicker off the putting your hand down. Yeah.
We've seen you here in the last 3 weeks. You're switched around some.
Yeah.
You may be at the end one series or one play, and then the next one you're at a tackle, either left or right. How do you approach that differently when you come inside?
Inside's all physical. It's so much quicker. At the end, you have room, you have links. I can use my links to get space and then rush the passer. But D-tackle, it's all about quick speed, quick moves, in and out, working it, not repeating the same move every play, just getting after them. They don't know what you're running next, for sure.
We're not going to let you out of here tonight. Tell us about you got a little taste of the end zone tonight.
Yeah, that felt good. Yeah. We've been working them tight end routes all since this June. Finally felt good to get one. Yeah, every week we're going to run it. We're going to run it. It never happens. But it felt good to get one tonight and get a touchdown. That was my first one in my high school career, so that felt pretty good.
It looked pretty good from up here. Now, where this team is at, from where we're at this point in time, looking forward to 2 weeks, where are we different from this year's team versus last year's team?
Mentally, big time. We were really immature towards the end of the year last year, getting in fights in practice and games, which we're still getting after each other in practice this year, but we're way more mature. Everybody's focused. We got one goal, one team. We're together, and I don't see nobody stopping us this year.
I like it.
Yes, sir. Mason, thank you very much. Good luck, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Don't let that be the last time you see the end zone.
All right. We can't talk to the guy behind you about that.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. We're here with sophomore quarterback Rhett Slagle. Rhett, at one point in the first quarter, you were 6 for 6 with 4 touchdowns. Tell our listeners a little bit about what it felt like tonight to come out and you be able to run your offense.
It just felt good coming out from a great week of practice on fall break, just executing and running everything that we have in practice and just focusing on the small details and everybody doing their job and just executing feels great.
So a little something different from you tonight. We saw a roll out there at the beginning, kind of rolling out. Is that something you've been working on in practice?
Yeah, we always work on that. We do that quite a bit, but it's just I guess it's the way the defense lines up. I mean, they're kind of off, so we can hit that comeback to Eli, or we can run our flood routes.
I'll ask you one more thing, and I'm going to turn it over to Tony. You got 3 receivers here. You got Jariah, you've got Eli Blevins, and you got Luke Whaley. At any place on the field, they can catch a pass, and they have all year long. What's it like to have a comfort level with receivers like that?
It just feels great. It feels like you always have somewhere to go with the ball, and one person's not open, the other one is. It's just how the defense is and how the offense unfolds. It's just everybody's doing their job and everybody's doing something to help and contribute on offense.
You look and the two pass plays that really stands out is that first touchdown you threw to Luke, where Luke ran an in and out corner. You placed that ball perfectly. And the thing about Luke, if you'll go back and watch him, he don't show his hands until the last minute. What's it like to have that Luke Whaley back? Since last year we seen at the end he struggled a little bit. This year he's been fighting. He was sick against Sullivan East. Last week it seemed to jumpstart him. What's it like to have him back?
It just feels great. I mean, Luke's such a smart football kid. Yep. He knows everything. He's always there mentally, and he's always executing and doing what he's supposed to.
And the last thing I will mention, we only had 1 5-yard false start.
That's great. It's our practice this week. It was just we were way more disciplined, and we were just working on executing all of our plays, and that's what we did.
Well, Rhett, I appreciate you taking time to come up here and talk to us. I know our listeners appreciate it. Good luck. Enjoy this one tonight, and we'll get ready starting Sunday.
Get some sleep this weekend.
Yeah,
I will. Thank you all.
Yeah, appreciate
it.
Sir. And that's Rhett and Mason. We appreciate them taking time. So let's go ahead and we'll go back to the station for this break. When we come back, we'll finish our breakdown, and then we'll let you do a little preview of where we're going next week. As the Cyclones are off, we'll be heading up to Hampton. All that coming after these words from our sponsors.
In this ever-changing world, personal service continues to be the #1 priority at Rainbow Realty and Auction. You can talk or visit with the sister-brother team of Judy or Dale from beginning through closing and beyond, and you can rely on them to guide you through any issues that might arise in the selling or buying of your property. Celebrating their 25th year in Elizabethton, Dale and Judy's knowledge and experience will get your property sold where others have failed. Call Rainbow Realty at 547-2800 or visit rainbowrealtytn.com.
To ensure Elizabethton will keep growing and thriving through the years, it all begins with a good education. The Elizabethton City School System is always thinking of how to improve your child's future. When a good education can take you as far as you want to go, you need dedicated educators and administrators to encourage, enlighten, and challenge. Support local education. The rewards are endless. A reminder from the Elizabethton City School System.
No matter what your legal need is, contact Misty Buck, attorney at law with office at 116 South Main Street, Elizabethton. Misty Buck handles legal cases for everything, including divorces, settlements, juvenile cases, criminal issues, and even more. Your initial consultation is always free, no matter what your legal matter is. So for all your legal needs, contact Misty Buck, attorney at law, 116 South Main Street, Elizabethton. The phone number is 543-BUCK. That's 543-BUCK to reach Misty Buck, attorney at law. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jonathan Street, your Elizabethton Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jonathan Street is a proud sponsor of Elizabethton High School football on WBEJ. For all your investment needs, call Jonathan Street at 543-8811 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
342-0174. That's the number for Air Right, here to make all your heating and cooling problems right. Air Right provides great service at a fair price for all types of systems, heat pumps, gas and oil furnaces, or geothermal. Just call 342-0174. You'll get honest service and be informed about repairs needed with free estimates. Find out more online at RITETN.com or call Air Right 24/7 at 342-0174.
For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyls, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Citizen Bank Stadium on a victorious night for your Cyclone as we improve to 8-0 in the on the year, and more importantly, 5-0 in the conference. Coming up, big game coming up in 2 weeks, but next week, Stacy and I will be going to Hampton.
Yep, going up to the Gorge for Hampton's homecoming next week. 7:30 kickoff where they take on the Unaka Rangers. Cyclones have a bye week next week, going into the final week of the season and the big winner take the home field advantage for the playoffs game against the Green Devils. Really looking forward to going up to Hampton. It's been dry. Every time we go up there, it rains.
Right.
Maybe we'll bring some rain with us. I don't know, but really looking forward to going up there and getting to see the Bulldogs. We always try to cover a Carter County case or a Carter County game for you if we have a bye week with Elizabethton, and it just so happens that we get to do Hampton's homecoming next week. So looking forward to going up there. David Miller is going to cover the coaches show for us this week because you and I have got to do some traveling, and so we'll have a coaches show for you, and we'll be on at 7:30 for that kickoff. Be on the air at 7 o'clock for our pregame, and David will have the interviews with. I think he's going to try to get both coaches from Hampton and Unaka. So that's good because we don't have to be off for 2 weeks.
Right.
Because I'm not sure we're going to be able to stand it because it's going to start tomorrow. The excitement.
Yeah.
For that game against the Green Devils, not only here within Citizens Bank Stadium, but in this town, but, the same thing's going to be felt in Greenville, and it's going to be felt all over East Tennessee because this is the one everybody wants to see. And it's going to be felt all the way to Memphis in the 4A class. So everybody's going to be looking at this game. And Tony, odd season in a lot of ways, even more odd for the Green Devils.
Right.
With the two canceled games they had and playing one on a Tuesday and one on a Friday. So the bottom line is they're both coming in undefeated, and this being an odd year, even more important because of the home field advantage.
Yeah, like you were saying, it's being an odd year. It means that Region 1 will host every playoff game until they lose the number 1 seed until December, till they roll down to the state title. And that's what makes next 2 weeks game so important. And then also some of the county teams will be involved in a game in 2 weeks that will also determine. A lot of it, TSSAA, they had their hands in this whole entire conference scheduling, and they wanted the last week of the year to mean something.
Yeah, and, in the past where we got past Greenville, in game 3 or 4, wherever it was, or we didn't get past them and we're playing catch up, whether we travel to Region 2 or stay in Region 1. So, and sometimes we've come into those last 3 or 4 games at the end of the year where you see those humongous blowouts because the Cyclones are trying to stay sharp.
Yeah.
Don't have that now. You've crossed your fingers that you get to this point healthy and on a roll, and there's no doubt about it. That's exactly where the Cyclones are right now. Just as an efficient a game as we've seen now. Volunteers, just not a good team.
No,
they're just not a good team, but they still lined up 11 out there. The Cyclones still had to execute in game conditions, and as you heard Coach Whitten, it's like, okay, we took care of business, exactly what he wanted. They looked sharp, cut down on the penalties, spread the ball around, ran the ball, passed the ball, and more importantly, when the first team was in there, especially on defense, you saw people substituting in every couple of plays at defensive back or at linebacker or that normal rotation on the defensive line. So that's the kind of things he wanted to button up, and just a real good game for the Cyclones tonight.
Yeah, it was a good game, and I think going back and watching film would be interesting. Special teams are playing, pretty good. Campbell's kicking the ball.
Really good tonight.
They are. Campbell's kicking the ball well. We had some good punt returns. We had Drive return one for a touchdown. Our special team coverage, kickoff coverage is getting better. Once you start in the playoffs, special teams can cause you to go home or they can cause you to advance.
Yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit more up there in the Gorge this Greenville week. You can't build this game up too much.
No.
That's how important it is. It's got the feel of those championship years we've had at Elizabethton, and this one feels like it. And what amazes me is how well spoken these kids are. We had Luke Whaley in here last week and Zeth, but just to hear Rhett as a sophomore tonight and hear Mason as a senior, and then, and he didn't know holds barred. What's the difference? He said, we were immature last year, fighting and all that. One mind, one purpose here. That's the difference this year makes.
You're exactly right. That is the difference. And
let's hit Coach T one more time, and we'll send it back and wrap this up for the night. On an early night, Jerry Jenkins, you're right. We may get to watch Blue Bloods tonight.
Oh, yeah. I guarantee he's ready to go.
All right. In the fourth quarter, Unicoi County's made a huge comeback here. They're up now over Claiborne 34-32.
It's Tennessee High all over Cott County in the fourth by a score of 40-16.
Clallan's down in Cosby. They're leading 42-14 at halftime.
In the third quarter, last report, Happy Valley 38, Cumberland Gap 12.
Got a final here. So Sevier County comes in, and they beat Boone, so Tony goes one up on me. They win 24-7.
South Green has now got a touchdown lead on Eagleton Academy by a score of 20-13 in the fourth quarter.
Morristown West in the fourth quarter, they may be the best 3 and 4 team in the state.
Yeah.
They're up 40-13 over David Crockett.
Unaka and North Green's tied in the third quarter, up 14.
That's got some playoff implications for the Rangers there. Third quarter, Dobbins Bennett's up big over William Blunt, 34-14.
And down the road, just a couple of scores. Maryville, 34-7 over Cleveland. And Alcoa just continues to roll.
Yeah. So that's going to do it for the scores tonight, and it's also going to do it for our coverage here on WBEJ, your flagship station for Cyclone football. Next week, Tony and I go on the road for one of the battles of Carter County, where the Hampton Bulldogs take on the Unaka Rangers at Hampton's homecoming, as the Cyclones have a bye week. And 2 weeks, right here, 7:30 as far as we know, 7:30 for the winner-take-all for the Region 1 4A home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
Yep. So join us next week at 6:30 or 6 o'clock for Murphy Fair, and then the coaches show will come in at 6:30, and then Stacy and myself will be live at 7 o'clock with the pregame. Kickoff at 7:30 as Hampton and Unaka, Battle of Carter County, kicks off next week. So in lieu of our good friend and in honor of our good friend, the original and only voice of the Cyclones, good night, God bless, and go Cyclones. We'll see you next week.
This has been a sports presentation of WBEJ Radio. Elizabethton High School football, brought to you by Citizens Bank, Northeast State Community College, Hermitage Health Center, Dino's Restaurant, Carter Finance, Southern Finance, the Wildwood Flower Company, the Jewelers Bench, Green Tree Motors, TLC Massage, Signature Healthcare, Happy Valley Credit Union, Advanced Heat Pump Systems, Ivy Hall Nursing Home, Rocky Top Garage Doors, Ridgewood Barbecue, Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, Rainbow Realty and Auction, Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio and Boutique, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, Jay's Corner, Carter County Bank. Score the Game brought to you by Bojangles. First Down sponsor brought to you by Select 7 Credit Union. Tonight's play-by-play provided by Stacy Street and Tony Briggs. Tonight's show produced by Barton Edens. Thanks for listening, and join us again next time for Elizabethton High School football on Better Than Ever Country, WBEJ Radio Sports.